Hiya, buddies. Welcome to Barn Burner on a Friday. What kind of Friday is it? Is it a...
It's a game day, Dean.
Is it a feel-good Friday?
Put your batting helmet on.
Is it... we know it's...
Friday is Hawaiian Shirt Day.
It's Furry Friday.
Kind of letting...
It's extenuating circumstances.
All right.
I apologize.
I'll allow it. We'll allow it. Yeah,
What's
that's
wrong?
fair.
You tell me you can't wear that to the beach? Goddamn genius over there.
You have a Jays one, right?
I have the
Really? With-
Matt Chapman Chappie Couture Hawaiian t-shirt.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Like the beers, the peanuts, and his
Right, yeah,
face, and nachos. It's good.
Yeah.
It is an XL. Like it's a huge XL. I swim in it, but I can't do that. And the jersey. And to be fair, I've switched to the old blue and white Donaldson a couple times. Has not gone well. It's the baby blue Bichette.
Kind of
He's
got the
back
body
tonight.
by milk too, eh?
Oh, stop it. I used to be the skinny fat guy.
Well, what
At least
are
I
you
got
now?
some muscle with a little
You've got
insulation
muscle?
now. Yeah.
Oh,
I like the... It's
what
an
the F
XL.
are
I
you
was
the-
swimming in it.
No, but I mean, it was
Do you
huge for an
truly
XL.
think you
I
have
remember-
muscle be under that? I want to see a push-up.
Tarps off.
Let's go.
Shirts
Tarps
off?
are optional.
You want
It's
15
Hawaiian.
push-ups?
No, I want you to do. Who was it on the that little short guy that's really fit? He goes F45.
Danny DeVito?
Yeah, he said he
He's
could
really
do 40 chin-ups and he couldn't.
I can't do 40 chin-ups. God, no. I weigh like 195 pounds. That's a lot to lift.
Anyway, it's
Body
a
by
Friday.
milk.
This is the show's
Friday by beer.
brought to you by Bet365. Game props, player props, totals. The money line should be busy today,
Oh, buddy, we got lots going
busy
on.
today.
Woo.
If you haven't signed up already, no,
I signed
no
up.
judging, but use the promo code Nation when you sign up. Get it on your phone. Download the app. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Can I add?
It's real quick. Super chat. You Centers of Calgary. You're in the YouTube as we're going live. You're in the YouTube chat. You put some money down. We'll show your comment on the show. React to it. Probably cut you down a little bit, and then get the money to the You Centers of Calgary. Brett, back to you.
Very
Nah, it's
accurate.
too late because it had to do with Bet365.
It's not too
That's
late.
fine.
Bet365. It's never ordinary at Bet365.
When you sign up, don't forget your password because you're screwed.
Yeah.
Use promo code password. No, just
How
get
many
Nation.
times do I use the same password and
Still screwing up.
everything, and I can't get into it?
Yeah.
You gotta stop losing your phones.
CT, he's this real son of a bitch. Even investment doesn't know what to do with that.
Is that right?
Oh dear.
It's tough.
Oh boy.
It's a tough
That's
go.
real tough.
We're here on a Friday in the McLeod Law
God, we're excited it's
LLP
Friday.
studios.
Friday.
Is this a full work week?
It's a little chill. It is, yeah.
Boy, it flew by.
God.
huh?
You were here for all of them?
Little chill in the air
First time ever.
in the McLeod Law LLP studios today, but that's all right.
Autumn
We're gonna heat it up.
baseball.
It feels a little
Chilling here.
It feels a little chilly in here
I
today.
feel like it's hot. I'm sweating my.
Jack, over to you. What do you
What's your
I'm a
temp?
perfect temperature.
perfect
Yeah,
temp?
good.
Got
Yeah.
this nice
That's
little
Jack.
I
flannel.
feel
Yeah,
like
I'm
it's
good.
hot. I might.
Hey,
I
Jack
couldn't
just-
find my J's.
Jack brings it all together.
No password, no
Brings it all
J's.
together.
You're falling apart, Rat. You're hosting a party tonight?
Are you hosting
got
a
lot
party?
to go on.
Party.
Got that kid hockey
Well, come.
swingers party. Yeah.
You can be the entertainment.
Good.
Get, get you some
Do a
body
little
paint.
stand up.
Can you
Work on your
juggle?
routine.
Yeah, go Bert Kreischer.
Hey, anybody from out of town? Hey,
Well, you're an engineer. Oh, you drive trains?
Boy.
Huh?
I don't know if you guys have you been to the airport lately? Man, I'll tell you. Don't get me started. It's a Flames game day. Get your helmet on.
You're right.
What?
You do have something going on.
I don't have anything going on.
You do. It's right there. It's red and it's
oh,
growing.
a zit.
It's
Yeah.
growing as we speak. That baby's going to be 10.
It's going to be deep.
You got Mount Vesuvius there on your schnoz?
It's good. It looks like I'm going to get one now because I'm jinxing myself. But that is a tender spot.
Were you guys doing some nose kisses before the show? How are you going
Rub.
to get one?
That's how we
Yeah.
start the day. Snuggy
Some
snug.
nuzzling.
Some people do fist bumps. We do nose nuzzles.
Well, Red was saying how much he loves to cuddle.
I do
You're
love
just
a
going to
good
go to
cuddle.
a full cuddle.
Me and
Yeah.
RJ.
Full cuddle mode. So the Flames are playing. Blue Jays game 1, World Series.
Jack, can you turn my headphones down?
You're going to be a GRETA
He's going to be a father. Oh,
Who?
wait. No.
again.
What do I responding to here? I'm
Whichever you feel.
taking strays. GRETA, we've got huge pickup already. Remember, get your free tickets with the link, but the room is going to be rammed.
All right.
Casey alerted me. We are now at official standing room fiesta levels, which is awesome.
Good fiesta. I said to Pinder.
I'm too nervous to sit anyway. I just pace during these games.
I said to Pinder before the show, I would actually go if I didn't have to host.
Host.
Yeah.
Well, if I got my stand-up set tonight, so I got to.
Yeah, you're busy.
that.
Yeah.
Jack.
Jack was thinking about coming.
See, we were thinking about ideas. Just this is a great idea.
Yeah, Boomer stand up. We'll sell the dome
We
out.
could do it.
Yeah, I'm not very funny, guys.
I think you're quite funny.
No, you have to be the self-deprecating. You're good at that.
Great at it.
Really good.
What would I have to possibly deprecate about myself?
I guess.
No, you're creative. You'll come up with something.
Spend some time on it at least.
So we're gonna have Dregs coming up. I
Yep.
believe, haven't you?
You're trying to get into sports, and we're just trying.
Well, I
Dregs
just
is
is there
2
anything you want
minutes
to talk about before Dregs shows up?
I think Dregs is the lead, and Flamesland's very interesting right now. Even the people that are the most staunch, let the team play their good, are immediately Mission McKenna's.
I could see Dregs in they call it the dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
There was a very heavy sigh, just like
These assets again.
Christ Almighty.
It's one of those
Friday.
events. It's one of those
Friday.
events where you're like, yeah, I'd love to do it. It'd be great. Day of. You're like,
No, I really like coming on, guys. Every Friday, great. Yeah,
He's like, we're still doing these 5-day work weeks.
smoking a brisket.
not
Should we be-
inconvenient at all. Crystal Waters, plumbing and heating, your crystal clear choice for home comfort. Bring you the Insider Hotline. Get that garage heater this winter. It's not too late. Professionally installed, nice and toasty warm. Maybe you put a flat screen on there. Get yourself one of those big, nice recliners.
Dartboard,
Do
beer
it.
fridge.
CrystalClearCalgary.com is the website. The phone number to call, 403-219-4100. We'll get the Dregs in just a moment.
I totally just watched him drop his phone or whatever.
Yeah, we have connection, but there's not much
There's a
there.
blackout.
He'll be back in. I guess what you're kind of referring to, and we can kind of lead in,
Mhm.
there was on the TSN, the Insider segment, talking about Craig Conroy. He's working the phones. He's looking to get some help in terms of scoring. The scoring is not it's not high.
It's the worst in the league,
Yeah.
and on pace to be the worst ever.
Right.
But again, I'm very early.
We join with Dregs, who is always thrilled to be with
look
us.
at that background.
There he is.
Ooh, Halliburton and surrounding area. Okay.
Yes. And I apologize. I'm literally sitting here at my buddy's cottage, and I thought I had my phone aligned perfectly, and
Right.
just as you were coming to me, it's being propped up by a potted plant. And I don't know what happened, but the phone literally flipped forward and
Yeah.
disconnected me. So there you
You
go.
look good though. You look good.
Looks Canadian, doesn't he? Ooh.
Yeah.
What do we do at a buddy's cottage?
We're here. It's his son actually plays for the Providence Bruins. Matt Potter is the kid's name. So we're going to watch Providence play in the American League a little bit later tonight over the Leafs and Sabres. So there you go.
Yeah.
And then obviously we're going to dial into the Blue Jays and the start of the World Series. So that's a little bit of cottage work. As soon as I hang up with you guys,
Yeah.
I see they've got a fire going beside me.
Oh,
Burning
two
stuff. All right.
two city slickers starting a fire.
Lots of gas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lots
It's
of
lots of
gas.
gas. Yeah. Lots
But
of
no,
gas.
other than that, it'll just be a good time this weekend. That's what we're doing.
Good.
Now I'm not here to say that I don't believe Pierre LeBrun, because I
Okay.
believe what he said to be, that Craig Conroy is working the phone, all that sort of thing.
Making calls.
I said this before. There's two things that'll be happening. There'll be what
Right.
Craig Conroy is saying, and what Conroy is thinking or doing. I think you need to come out and say, yeah, we're looking at ways to get better. We want to get our offense going. We need to
Still early, Dean.
spark. I'm the
Still early.
GM. It's my job to help the coach. And sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any trade coming. I think that he knows what he's got, and he knows what's in the offing this summer in terms of draft picks and lotteries and players and that. I don't see Craig Conroy spending assets to bring anything in here. Am I
Well,
off?
no, I don't
Thoughts?
think you're off. I don't think you're off. You know, it depends on the timing of when he makes a trade and the significance, obviously, of that trade. But I'll pull the insider curtain back. Anytime you hear one of us, and I include myself in this, say, oh, yeah, he's making calls, he's listening, he's being proactive, he's doing this. Well, what else would they be doing?
It's their job.
That is their job. So it doesn't matter if you're top of the National Hockey League or you're starving for offense. I mean, that's literally what you do. But then you have to look at where we're at in the regular season, and you're not getting anything of fair value that is going to help you now. Might be a short-term bump. And again, let's be specific here to what you're moving out to acquire the pieces. You know, literally, we're talking about Rasmus Andersson, and we're talking about now, based on speculation, Nazem Kadri. Andersson is more real for me for a number of different reasons. Nazem Kadri might develop into being more real, but right now the focus around him is, all right, well, let's get him past 1,000 games. Let's see where we're at the 20-game mark, and then maybe you have to reevaluate. You know, there are managers out there, and there are so many teams, as we know, looking for a number 2 center. And now, because of the poor start of the Calgary Flames, you have every market that is in that world looking for a number 2 center, you know, now trying to downplay the possibility of Nazem Kadri.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, let's be serious here for a moment. Like, if Craig Conroy and Nazem Kadri and his camp decide that Calgary isn't the right fit, Calgary's going into a different direction, whenever that is, probably second half of the season, you don't think the Montreal Canadiens go down the list of all the teams that are looking for that 2C would be all over them? I mean, you can argue whether or not, you know, he's rock solid in that, and how long he'll be rock solid as a 2C. We can have that discussion. But for any team that thinks they're in a contending conversation or on the cusp of being a contender, of course you're going to be interested in Kadri for a myriad of. And that's where it gets more interesting for me from Conroy's perspective and the Calgary Flames, because how are they going to do this? Is it a transition on the fly? Is that what they're hoping for? Is it a modified tank or whatever the market is reporting on? I can't remember the exact language used to describe what tank would look like, but I can tell you, fellas, you know, I remember having this conversation with Mark Chipman couple of years ago before Hellebuck and Scheifele extended long-term. And he went through an exhaustive process and talked to all the teams that went through a renovation or a rebuild. And specifically, one of them that jumped out is Detroit. And how long it takes to do it right. You guys tell me, you got a new building coming. Are the Flames an organization that can endure that sort of a rebuild, like 7, 8+ years? I mean, some markets can't do it. Winnipeg couldn't do it. And
I don't think
ownership in Calgary is going, no, we're not doing that.
You just brought up Montreal. Did Montreal rebuild or did they retool on the fly?
They're in the final
Some
in
of this
COVID.
stuff is about how you sell it too, right? I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah. Use the word you want. Like, here's where it's different than other spots. They're not a really old team with a bad prospect pipeline that's saying we have to tear it down. They've got a really strong system. They're just missing stars. Yes. And you're in a unique position where with the start they're off to, all of a sudden they are projected to be a bottom 5 team where you can go get an impact player. So how many veterans you cut loose versus keep, I suppose, is the debate.
Yeah. And that's a fair assessment. And I think internally that's where the struggle lies. And then timing too, right? You know, Kadri as protection. Rasmus Andersson is equally complicated, but that's been out there for so long. How many teams can afford to tear apart their roster to give the assets less than 10 games? Nobody can do that, or nobody's willing to do that. So this is all about the fact that the Flames can't score and they're off to a bad start. And, you know, we're looking at the possibilities. But it's fair to look, it's fair to speculate. But let's be honest on the timing of this. You know, if there was something that Conroy could do that would fix this team or help this team, of course he'd do that. Every GM would do that. It's not real right now. So you have to look internally, and you got to expect the pieces that have delivered in the past to find a way to lead now.
Yeah. If he may be talking trade, but you got to be a seller. You're not buying.
Well, I can only think the only situation I can think of, Dino, is like, could you move out a 29-year-old forward and get a 20-year-old that's 13th on someone else's depth chart? Like, maybe. I don't think that's front burner at all. But like, if they're going to add, that's the only kind of adding they're doing in my mind. Get younger, continue to this collection of guys heading towards their prime, not coming out of their prime.
Yeah. And Montreal always comes up because of the market. Every Canadian market is rabid, right? Like everybody wants to talk about how you can make your team better. What's a little bit different about the Montreal Canadiens, this is why I have time in just going through the speculation and the process of all of this. As you look at the young talent pool in Montreal, spend a few minutes looking at Laval, their American League system, and what they've got coming.
Mhm.
I mean, their young talent pool is really, really good. Really, really good. So, and maybe you, depending on the piece that we're talking about here, they've also got some good young NHL players that would be attractive to teams. And if you're Ken Hughes and you've got Marty St. Louis breathing down your neck on a night in and night out basis, because this is where, look, I mean, the general managers always want to be patient and methodical, and they want to find that perfect balance. You know what head coaches want to do? Win.
Yeah.
That's what head coaches want to do.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, that's great. We've got this center who's coming up in Montreal. He's 2-3 years from being a decent NHL player. Well, the head coach is probably going, yeah, well, you know what? If we add the right piece, maybe we're contending for a Stanley Cup in the next 2-3 years if what we're seeing in Montreal is real. So I think that's where a lot of the speculation around Kadri and other pieces comes from.
I know in the summer there's a lot of Sid to Montreal connections. He cheered for the team, blah, blah, blah. Pittsburgh's off to a great start. That's clearly, whether it was hot or not, it's colder than it was.
Yeah.
The Montreal fit is so unique because of what you just said. Like, you've got so many good young players, and they've been patient. And now when you see them go to the draft and move 2 picks in the teens to get Dobson, they're clearly we're now in these spend futures to get current assets game rather than what they've been since the COVID final, which is collect young assets. And they've got like Hage is a first round center that came out of Chicago Steel. Reinbacher's still in the A. They got the Fowler goaltender that it was BU or BC. Like, there's a lot of very good young prospects, and they've got their picks. Like, that team is going to have a lot of bullets, whether it's Kadri or Crosby or anyone else.
Yeah. And again, if you're a general manager dealing with Ken Hughes, aren't you targeting one of the guys that you just mentioned? Hage is the kid that they think is going to be a really good center. But they're realistic in saying, okay, well, he's at least 2 years away from being the player that we need him to be. And then who knows after that? I don't know how much time you guys spend around the Montreal Canadiens, but like Zach Bolduc, like Logan Mailloux was a good prospect in Montreal. He was. So they make that trade and acquire Bolduc. I mean, this kid is really good, really good. And, he's a low 20-something. So those are the type of pieces, Ken Hughes has been looking for that number 2 center for as long as all the other general managers that are looking for a center. It's just, again, we're early in the regular season, and you've got a team like Calgary that's floundered. You've got, a team like Tampa Bay Lightning that are sitting last in the Atlantic Division. You've got Vancouver because of the injury issues. You've got the Toronto Maple Leafs because they too are floundering. Those are strong markets where the whirlwind just flows, right? But I don't think it's real until you get to around the 20-game mark, and then you start getting the pressures from above, where ownership is like, okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Because we've got to map out a plan here to move forward.
So that's sort of American Thanksgiving, the 20 games in.
Well, I was going to say, and it'll be here probably with the compressed schedule. It'll be here in a hurry. They're playing every second game. This schedule it's at a breakneck pace. Yeah, that Bolduc, I think he scored as a Blue against the Flames last year. He scored the other night as a Hab against the Flames. The kid can score.
Is Kirby Dach going to come around and play? Like what?
They've tried, Rhett. And so in fairness to Kirby Dach, he's had a couple of miserable years because of injury. And, then they like the look of him with Demidov and Patrick Laine. Well, when you're centering those two kids, what are you doing? You're defending. That's what you're doing as a centerman. And so they thought, okay, well, he's healthy. Let's give him an opportunity away from those two just to see if we can kind of push a little bit more offense out of him. And there's been glimmers, but there hasn't been anything consistently yet. And if he can get going, then I think they're a pretty well-rounded team. I do. I don't see a whole lot of holes there other than, inexperience. Montembeault played last night. He was fine. He was fine. But they've got Dobish, who is, making a case that he's going to wrestle away the number 1 status from Sam Montembeault. And
That's
so,
good.
but that's a healthy battle. That's the level of compete you want in every position. So they're an interesting club. This start in Montreal is no fluke, and even you look back at last night, and then the reaction to last night with the sketchy officiating and how Gallagher went after the officials, and Cole Caulfield threw a hard one. Even Marty St. Louis talked about how, as a coaching staff, we go through tape and we dice up video and we show it to our players. That's all in an effort to get better. Let's hope the National Hockey League does that with its officiating group. I mean, again, so early in the year, what that tells me or shows me is the level of commitment that team has right now. So it's one of the better stories in the league for sure.
It's interesting because we're living it here in Calgary where the team's on you lose a bunch of games and it's okay. Yeah. It starts getting late early. You mentioned Tampa Bay. They've got 1 win in 7.
Yeah.
Tough division, tough conference, that whole thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe some people have been kind of waiting. Okay, they went through, they had their cups, they had their runs. Now guys are aging. It's starting. We heard that John Cooper got an extension in the offseason. That was kind of quiet. I don't know that he's not that he's getting fired, but are we starting to see that now where they spent a lot of picks, spent a lot of assets, guys are older, that they're now on that backslide? Or because I don't know, can you, like you say, tinker and retool on the fly when you've spent as many assets as they have?
Well, they have, and Julian Brisebois has done terrific work there in doing that. Like, you look at the moves that he's made around the trade deadline. He just finds a way, right? It's all in every single year. I laugh at when, presidents of clubs and even owners will weigh, oh, we're going for it this year. We're going all in. Well, in Tampa Bay and the Florida Panthers, that's been the mark of success for several years now, right? So I think that Brisebois will try and find a way, but you do have to wonder what's going on there with some of their aging guys. But, they bit down hard in recent years. I mean, to allow Stamkos to move on, some of the other bold moves that they've made, I still think they're a very good team, and I think they're going to contend for the Stanley Cup. But right now, it looks sketchy at best.
I saw the clip from, you're with Poitras there. He might be looking to get called up. They've lost 6 in a row. And McAvoy was like, this is devastating. This is killing us right now.
So they kind of had a good start.
Yeah, they're 3-6. So after the 3 games to start the season, they've lost 6 in a row. It's hard not to panic, I think, for some of these teams. A 6-game losing skid, that's like we talk about here. Good teams don't do that all season. And here it feels like they might hit that a few times, depending on how.
Yeah, they might. But then I look at some of the teams that are going to make a move. And you've got Montreal leading the division. Ottawa's going to be better. Tampa Bay is for sure going to be better. I don't know what Boston is. Maybe you guys can explain it to me. I mean, they're a team with a few good players. And I mean, that's being unfair. They're a team with a few star players, right? But beyond that,
last year.
They're Swayman. They're a goaltender. They're a goaltending team. If the goaltender can carry them, they can maybe hang in there. If the goaltender's not a superstar, a top 5 or 10, then they're in trouble.
And I mean, this is me being somewhat critical. I just, and maybe it's the pressure of ownership and the pressure of that market too. Just always expecting, okay, well, we're by DNA a competitive group, but let's just. This free agent, that player, let's add this. We got to have experience around us. So they add these pieces, but these pieces don't ever seem to fit in the spots that they need them to fit. And that has to be incredibly frustrating. I think Marco Sturm's a good coach, and I think he's a really good coach. And I do think that the better times are ahead for the Boston Bruins. It's just they just aren't willing to accept that there are certain phases where you have to go through where you got to take in the teeth. That's just the reality. You've got good goaltending under long-term contracts, so you're going to stay competitive, but give these young guys an opportunity to prove that they're ready to be NHL players as opposed to bringing in, some of the other guys.
It goes back a ways. I remember Rick Nash going to Boston.
Yeah.
Well, geez, they had the best regular season we've ever seen in our lives 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think they're still kind of clinging to that core that ain't there anymore. Like it's not Chara, it's not Marchand,
Yeah.
it's not Bergeron. They got McAvoy left, but like Lindholm's your top center and Zadorov's a top 3D. We've seen that here. It's not going to work.
Yeah, that's not
No. And look, guys, we saw it on Tuesday night. The homecoming of Brad Marchand as Florida visited Boston. And just the raw, honest emotion that poured out of Brad Marchand in front of the thousands of the faithful there. They made a business decision to allow that man to leave.
Mhm.
And good for him because he won a Stanley Cup with the Florida Panthers, obviously. Who knows? They might win 3 in a row. They might. I mean, with the leadership that he adds to there. But how do you allow a piece like that to walk? For what? Like another year on the contract extension? Maybe a couple $2 million bucks. Like, what are we talking about here from the Jacobs family? You know, and then again, you take everything that Brad Marchand embodies in a player out of that organization.
Yeah.
And now all these young guys are floundering to a point. You know, Marco Sturm doesn't have that layer of experience that he would have in Brad Marchand. I mean, there have just been some real questionable decisions there for me.
I bring it up only because I saw somebody on whatever social media and they were talking about the Carolina Hurricanes and Kadri. Could Kadri be a fit there? I'm curious about them because I think they're 6-1. So they've had a very good start. No one really pays attention to them, right?
Ever.
But they're 6-1. They signed Ehlers. He's had a bad start, 2 assists in 7 games. They did the Mikko Rantanen thing last year. Did it work out?
No.
To be debated, right? He didn't stick around anyway.
And
I wonder, it's another year under the belt of ownership for Tom Dundon, and he's very hands-on. And if he looks around, is he going to be more aggressive if he figures that the landscape is maybe there for the taking? Is there more trepidation because of what happened with Rantanen? I'm very curious about what goes on there.
No, there's no trepidation, man. This guy just is not wired that way. He is just like full throttle. Let's figure it out. Let's find a way within reason. I mean, you know, there is a business attachment to this. You know, like they were real close in signing Mikey McLeod, and then some stuff happened, and you know, they decided that this wasn't going to work, and it didn't work, and Mikey McLeod ends up. But I mean, he just wants to add pieces that they believe as a hockey operations group there that are going to ultimately win a Stanley Cup. So I think he's going to be aggressive in every way possible, especially in talking about some of the best forwards that could be available in the market. And that's why, again, when I not to go back to the whole Nazem Kadri conversation we had earlier on, but it is relevant with the Carolina Hurricanes because, you know, these markets are trying to tamp down expectation only because of the timing of the regular season. But I can't imagine that Eric Tulsky, the general manager, or directly Tom Dundon, hasn't reached out to Calgary to say, all right, well, when or if you put this guy on the market, we want to be there. We want to have that conversation with you. That's just, and I have all the time in the world. There are a few teams that do it as aggressively as Carolina does, right? Dallas is one of those teams, but Dallas lands the players. Carolina for sure is one of those teams. And Carolina, despite the Mikko Rantanen thing, you know, unraveling, they still landed that player. They still ended up getting that player from, you know, the Colorado Avalanche. And then you look at what the Avalanche are going to have to face in Marty Necas. I mean, that's fine. That again is the business side. So Dundon is one of the better ones at finding those fits with a good hockey man and Eric Tulsky and obviously Rod Brindamore. So they're going to be a big player, I think.
Is anyone happy about the Blue Jays and being in the World Series and the Toronto Maple Leafs, who seem to be off to a very uninspired start, but are not center stage front page of the sports section?
Yeah, I think the Leafs are better than okay with the fact that the Blue Jays are going to the World Series. And I mean, I was asked about it on Toronto radio, obviously, this morning, but they're going with the nuclear option of putting William Nylander on a line with Austin Matthews. And there's a little bit of scuttlebutt around that in the market. But I'm telling you, if the Blue Jays were out of the playoffs, I mean, there would be hour by hour coverage of this and what that looks like. And so, I mean, again, for those of us who are invested in it, and there are many in the Toronto market, sure, they'll be keeping a watchful eye on what's going on against the Buffalo Sabres in this home and home. And then you play the what if game. Well, what if Nylander and Matthews don't work? It isn't an obvious fit. And they lay another egg, then what happens? I mean, we did the game on Tuesday, and that New Jersey Devils team is a real good team. Yeah. They are. I mean, they push with pace. You know, you've got, you know, the elite talent of Jack Hughes. Their goaltending on that night was good. They found a way to follow it up, but Toronto was sloppy. At the end of the day, and the extended storyline of Anthony Stolarz, you know, going ballistic on Saturday night after the overtime loss against Seattle. And then he follows it up. And Stolarz let in one maybe soft goal. That Toronto was terrible in that game, in my opinion. There were 2 3-on-1s and a 4-on-1.
Jeez.
And yet Stolarz comes out after the game and on Tuesday night and says, I loved our effort. Really? Like what? Like, what about it did you love? You know, I don't know. I guess you could see the puck better because there was only one defender in front of him. But no, other than that. So, yeah, I mean, they're openly cheering for the Blue Jays to keep this thing as extended as it possibly can.
7 games. Go 7 games.
Buy us 2 more weeks, please. Anaheim and San Jose are both teams in the Flames division that are young and up and coming. San Jose finally got the first win last night on the backs of a 5-point night from Macklin Celebrini. But the Ducks, man, are they here? Like Quenneville, that group, they put up 7 last night.
Yeah, here might be a bit of a stretch, but closer to here than there. and you know, a part of it would be coaching, of course. But you know, if you're Pat Verbeek and the Anaheim Ducks, you don't go out and add the experience of Joe Quenneville if you're not committed to making the roster moves that they've made. And they've extended core pieces, as we know. Again, Verbeek is one of those GMs. He learned from Steve Yzerman, just go about your business and do it as quietly and under the radar as you possibly can. I mean, I don't think Anaheim can be done by a long shot in terms of getting into, you know, the bigger player sort of scenarios. And I'd throw, you know, the Philadelphia Flyers into that equation as well. Philadelphia feels like they've got some growing pains ahead. I'm sure Anaheim feels kind of the same, but those are 2 organizations that also believe that they've done enough, that they can keep it interesting. But if the right players surface either through trade or free agency in the summer, then they'll take another leap forward and get into that place where they're a playoff worthy or contending team.
So when you go to somebody else's cottage and, you know, there's going to be some meals made, maybe somebody's putting something on the grill.
Yeah.
Is it hard? Because you're a polite guy. Is it hard for you to kind of sit back and watch, like, how are you going to flip those things soon? Or how are we seasoning these things? What are we?
No, buddy. So here's what I did. And I'm not bragging. It's just, you nailed it. I'm not really good at sitting back and just watching others do this stuff. I spent the better part of 7 hours yesterday. It's a 3-2-1 method of making ribs. So I've got the barbecued ribs all ready. They just have to go in the oven. Let's warm them up. My lovely bride, Holly, made 3 separate salads. Wow. So
you're invited to my house, Dregs.
Anytime.
I had a feeling.
How old does that travel? Can we get those out here?
I'll buy the flight. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go. I'm ready.
World Series, what's your pick? How you feeling about it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, it's one of the few times where I call myself a fan. So obviously I'm cheering for the Blue Jays. Season series aside, I think this Dodgers team is too strong and too deep. So I hope it goes 6. 7 would be awesome because then it turns into a flip 'em type of scenario. I don't think so, man. Aside from the Springer, obviously 3-run home run in the 7th, they were, in my opinion, they were as flat as piss on a plate in Game 7. They were. And then all of a sudden, one swing, boom, away we go. And I don't think you can get away with that against the Dodgers.
It's the best starting rotation in baseball by about 1,000 miles. And It'll be a good test for the Jays lineup, which is the hardest to get out. They put the ball in play the most. They don't strike out at all compared to anyone else. So you're going to have to get into those bullpens. That's not going to be easy against these guys.
Or the ribs.
No.
Or just get into the ribs.
Get into the ribs.
Focus on the ribs. If the game's going slow, you maybe have a little nap there. Just get cozy.
We've got everything here. We've got beef stew. We've got ribs. We've got pizza, wings. We got a little bit of everything here.
Get the hell out of here, then.
We got a nightcap lined up. We got a nice scotch or a bourbon or what?
I don't worry about that either.
Okay.
No, fully stocked. We're all good to go there.
No worries.
It's living right.
Enjoy, Dregs. Appreciate you, pal.
Okay, guys. Have a great
There you
weekend.
go. You too. Darren Dreger joining us on the Insider Hotline, a presentation of Crystal Waters, plumbing and heating, your crystal clear choice for home comfort. 403-219-4100, crystalclearcalgary.com. Get the air conditioner put in. Hell of a deal on that right now. Get your furnace. Get it looked at. Have you changed the filter in it? I mean, just the stuff that Crystal Waters is going to do for you. They're the best. Anything goes on in your home, first thing that pops into your mind.
Bing.
Crystal Waters. Plumbing and heating.
Couple follow-up notes there. He just casually alluded to Nazem Kadri's 1,000th game. That looks like it's going to be November 5th against Columbus.
Oh, you got to trade him before that.
Soon.
You want to save 25 grand on the silver sticks?
Yes.
No, I'm kidding.
Is that what they run?
But I didn't realize he was knocking on the door. So
I kind of
close.
didn't either.
Like I knew at some point
Makes
this
sense,
year, I thought I'd heard, but like right away here, like that's going to be early November, 1,000 games. And the other one on Tampa Bay, like slow start. Andrei Vasilevsky does not have a win. He's a 341 and an 885. So if you believe Andrei Vasilevsky's cooked, they're cooked.
Yeah,
I'm not there yet.
Vasilevsky's out. Then you
And often at this time of year, when you're looking at the standings, go look at the goalies numbers. That tells most of the story.
And when you talk about these teams, I mean, the Flames are somewhat similar. They obviously haven't been as prominent in the league as far as winning as Tampa Bay. But you can restock if you're willing to move and guys are willing to leave. You know what I mean? Like they've spent a lot of assets. Could they get them back? If guys will leave. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Take a bread and point here. Can we get one of those?
Well, yeah, probably want to hang on to those guys.
Exactly.
But yeah, the Kadri one is interesting because there again, if you just want to talk about what makes it, if it's fantasy hockey, it makes perfect sense.
You trade him today.
You trade him because we're not winning this year. You'd get a lot back. Futures, that whole thing. It makes perfect sense. But there's a few things that do need to line up. I think that the market would be there, at least interested teams in a guy like him. It's kind of, will he accept the trade?
Does he want to go?
Does
he want to go? He controls it all.
I don't know the guy.
I don't either. He's never said a word about trade, and yet all we've heard for 3 years is us talking trade.
Text us and let us know if you'll take a trade.
I mean,
let us know.
Right?
It's got all the cards right now. Now, once you get to July 1, that goes to a 13-team no trade, not the full.
What would be your expectation as far as him not wanting it or not accepting of a trade or having some say this year as to where he could go as opposed to a year from now going, shit?
I think on October 24th, this is a non-conversation. I think in 1 month, American Thanksgiving, this is a real conversation.
Well, I don't care about today or tomorrow.
No, but that's what I think within this group.
What's going to change in the next month? He's not an idiot. And we're not either.
But, well, we might be. But I think this group believes deep down if this is going to happen, they got to reel off 4 or 5 in a row. When that doesn't happen, and now it's the end of November, and you're in a similar spot in the standings, reality sets in.
Anyway, back to the question.
Yeah.
What do you put the odds
I think he'd be happy to go to a contender. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it's less about,
do you want to win a cup?
Do I want to get traded? It's, I'd like to have a say in where I get traded.
What is he, 37, 38 when his deal ends? Like, this might be it. Like, do you want to go chase a cup one more time? He looked like he enjoyed that.
No say next year.
Little say, yeah.
Yeah, less for sure.
Yeah.
Less for sure.
You have no say on whether we can or can't. You
Correct.
have some say on where
You've got
to.
Full control right now.
Yeah.
You can actually influence it. How much more do you get for guys at the trade deadline?
I just think
percentage-wise,
teams just aren't ready yet because you want to see things play out. And the longer you wait, the less the cap implications are as well. So that's sort of like two forces that push all these deals towards the deadline. And if you want a bidding war, it's like, okay, well, maybe Team X is ready to bid for Nazem Kadri. And Y is like, yeah. Like, give us a few months.
I
understand
the reasoning. What's do you
I
put
think
a percentage? I know.
20%.
20% more.
I don't know. We don't
if you ride it
typically
out.
we don't really see October deals.
Well, and
necessarily.
there's no way to know what
Yeah,
how
it's hard
offers
to compare 'cause
change,
nothing-
Yeah.
right? The deals that aren't done in November and December, we don't hear about.
But aren't the Leafs now? Wasn't Riley out and
They need a D-man.
Tanev,
Tanev just
right?
got put on IR. That's what, at least a week.
And the saving grace is the Jays are.
Yes, it's not gone well. Right, at least like
Well,
last
look at
year.
the standings, though. Sorry, jumped on you a little bit there.
Last year, they give up 2 firsts. They give up Poitras, the kid that Dreger's talking about, one of their top
it was
prospects.
Fraser Minton, wasn't it?
And Minton. And it was Minton. Thank
Yeah.
you. Minton, and then also that Grebkin or whatever, the Russian guy that was a big cut up.
Yeah.
And so it's 2 firsts, they're 2 of their top 5 prospects. And it was for Carlo and Lawton. Lawton's their 4th line center, and Carlo's like a second pair guy. Like they've emptied the cupboards to chase gritty veterans, and they're not playing like a gritty team, and they've lost a 100-point guy. Like this has potential to really blow up in Toronto.
Yeah, I saw arguments with people online. It's like Treliving got what he wanted, and a lot of you
grizzled
Leaf
vets.
fans that called him soft and they couldn't win because you wanted Marner gone. Well, he's gone, and that high end but soft element of their game that's kind of gone. You've got some more grit, you've got more of that, and now your bed's made, so lay in it, kind of thing. I don't know if that's fair, but
And Treliving always said it. It's a different type of team that gets you into the playoffs than one that wins in the playoffs. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if this grittier, more veteran team is a tougher out in a 7-game series. But it doesn't look like they're rolling in with 105 points, which has been the standard in Toronto for like 10 years.
Can I just say, I don't dislike it, Tree at all, and he's done some really good things and some really goofy things, like all GMs. Does Florida play a different game?
I mean, that is the gold standard. And if you can do a Florida,
Does Florida play a different game? In
they're
regular
not
season?
a great regular season team.
It's such an easy statement. It's, and there's some truth to it, but the Florida Panthers don't change their game. They're
I'm
going
not
to
saying
smack you in the mouth and we're going to fucking
The thing-
beat you up.
And the thing is, if you're going to trot it out, you better shift those gears when the playoffs.
That's right.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sure.
We're going to be ready for the playoffs. Well,
But to my point, like the Panthers have not been a great regular season team since it was Huberdeau and Wiener.
why don't you go back and look it up?
Well, they finished 8th 3 years ago and made the final. Last year they were a 3 seed in the Atlantic. Like they
won the Presidents once.
before that was the year they got swept in round 1 by Tampa.
I think
I don't understand why you're trying to argue it.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm just saying, like, the Panthers brand of hockey absolutely wins in the playoffs. It's not got them President's trophies.
Who wants a?
Yeah,
I'm
I
with
think
you.
I
Like, I'm
think
not
what
disagreeing.
to me with
You are
Florida,
disagreeing.
what more of it's their focus is not on President's trophies.
Yeah, it's play a certain
It's-
way that we know will win in the spring.
Like last year down the stretch, could they have gotten Sam Bennett into some games? Probably, but no. You end on set. They prepare fully for the playoffs. And I was going to bring this up the other day, and I just with what's going on in Edmonton.
Yep.
Are they because they haven't been winning, but they've been to the Cup final? Are they in a similar? I just wonder what it's like for those guys, those coaches, to play games in November
I
and
think
December,
it's hard for them.
right?
These teams will be measured in the
It's
spring.
the same thing,
Yeah.
but you haven't done the winning.
You haven't won, and you've had short off seasons. It sucks. I've never gone back to back, but I've had the short off season without the win, and it sucks.
And you know how much you invest in those playoff
The energy,
games.
yes,
That's been your life for
how
2
do you
calendar
get up
years.
for a November 1st game. Like
There's about 10 teams that the regular season has to happen, but they're going to be measured in the spring.
Yeah.
And in the West, it's clearly like Dallas, Colorado, Edmonton, LA, Winnipeg, like those types of teams, like spring, tea times. And in the East, it's clearly like, yeah, Florida doesn't give a shit if they finish last in the East like they did or win the President's Trophy, which they've done as well. It's all about like, get us into this tournament and let's chase titles. So Toronto's been measured the same way. No one cared that they had 100+ points how many years in a row because they never got it done in the playoffs. It's got to be tough when Connor shows up and says, we got to ramp it up, guys. And you're like, why? Like, it matters April 15th. Like, it's a long dress
I think
rehearsal.
it's the Yahoo fans in Edmonton that it matters to. I think those guys in the room are
I think
still
they get it.
comfortable.
Yeah.
I think they get it. I don't think they're going to worry about it or not leave their homes because it's been a bit of a slow start.
Yeah. Wondering if today should be a day Temple for you, Ryan?
Temples, it's an interesting conversation to have because I am going to have some alcoholic beers tonight, but today would be a good day to slide in a few spacers.
I'm just wondering if maybe it's something to think about. Non-alcoholic beer that actually tastes like beer. There's sometimes it's not. Maybe you don't drink, and that's great. Then Temple is awesome for you, or maybe you do. But as you say, spacers, as you call them,
I'll take some of those home.
The refreshing beer taste that you look for in a non-alcoholic.
You can start today.
Jack's ready for one. Oh my
Boy,
god,
Jack.
All right.
He's dry.
So you can start drinking without drinking right now.
It's a golden lager. It can be your everyday favorite. Low cal, 65 calories per can. Available online or at liquor stores across our city. Non-alcoholic Temple Golden Lager.
Game day.
Okay.
His body is
there you
a
go.
temple.
You feel like you're
Guilt-free.
Yeah, you feel good about it. You're getting ready for the big game.
And I got a tasty beer in my mouth.
That's right.
Ow! Let's go.
Wolf is not.
How does that go?
Ow!
Right. Yeah. To everybody at GRETA tonight.
Apologies.
T's and P's.
I tell you what.
If you're at Greta, buy him a temple.
If there is one place that might be ready for us, it is GRETA.
TEMPL. That's Temple. Non-alcoholic beer that actually tastes like beer. Because some are going to sell you. There's going to be beers out there. Oh, it's non-alcoholic, 0%. Doesn't taste like it.
Can it
Tastes
taste like
cold,
bathtub
delicious
water,
beer.
not
Yeah.
beer? This is a delicious
There you go.
golden lager.
Get it online or at liquor stores across Calgary.
Ow!
Right. Jack, what are you doing today?
When you're done your temple.
Are you
I haven't
Are
decided.
you piggybacking
no.
this guy?
Here's
or-
the-
90-year-old
no.
teenager.
Jack's going to tell you his excuse, and then I'll tell you what's actually happening.
If I go out with Ryan, I am getting bombed. Like there's no way around it.
Uh-huh.
And
It's not
next
your
weekend,
fault.
I'm going to be going out with Ryan.
Well,
Three nights.
3 nights in a row in
I
Nashville.
might
Yeah.
just need a break this weekend.
He's getting Pinder fatigue. Well, here's the thing. Like, I was at GRETA last week and found a way to keep it on the rails and was well behaved. It's the World Series. I might have to bring it up a level or two. But Jack doesn't know how to turn it off. And Jack is the king of the 3-day hangover. And Jack's going to be a bag of Richards on Monday if he floors it
Do you
tonight.
drink to get 3-day
I don't
hangovers?
know.
at
He is so
mid-
soft
at
for
his
a
20
20-year-old.
age of
God.
exactly. Like I get a 3-day hangover.
Yeah,
and
we're
that
old.
can happen.
We're fossils, Jack.
When you're
a
talking about
puppy.
half centuries, it's different. We're talking about like,
So disappointing.
well, have you been drinking since you were 3? Like, what is going on?
Did you start last week? What's going on here?
Because we know you were dead the last time the Jays were in the World
Yeah.
Series. We've talked
I
about
was
that.
dead
this week.
then.
Yeah.
I don't know if I just forget to eat. I just like to floor it. I'm on all or nothing kind
See,
of guy.
I get
But
him in
I-
a good mood. He floors it. I'm not pouring things down his gullet.
No,
Oh,
you're,
you're a positive influence.
Yeah,
I'm
you
I'm
really
sure
are.
of that.
Just bring the
Jack,
energy.
I'm not sure. You that last one, you drank that one rather quickly. Do you want to just
Temple. That's
Maybe
the
Temple.
answer.
maybe have a water? Mix one in? Pace
gonna-
yourself?
Alternate temples and real beers. That's the move, Jack.
Yeah.
Eating's not high on Pinder's list, so that could be an issue if you're hanging
I'm
out.
going to
If
set
you're
a
going out with
nice
Pinder,
base
there's no
this
eating.
afternoon. Yeah.
If you're with Dregs, 0 issues.
Yeah, no problem.
You're taken care of.
Drax has got it different because he's going to do all the food and then a nice little aperitif.
That's
They-
so
they-
Dregs.
did
Like I
just-
kind of
nailed
knew
it.
it. There's no way he's gonna go out to a buddy's
Showing up
cabin
as a
and
hot dogs.
oh, so what do you got? Oh, what do we? Yeah,
Oh, some frozen pucks on the barbecue.
I'm
Awesome.
going to pull out some frozen chicken breasts.
No.
Yeah.
No.
no,
No.
It's a 3-2-1 method. My wife made salads.
I'll bet they're good.
Oh,
He
for
looks right.
sure they'd be
He
good.
looks right.
Yeah, for sure they'd be
I
good.
bet you that's a nice cabin too, up in the
I'm
Lake
sure it
Country
is.
in Ontario. Oh, what a weekend he's got!
Not
Autumn
bad.
Blue
Not
Jays
bad.
baseball.
Let's get to the Pinder Report.
All right, this just in for Village Honda. The 2025 demo clear out is on. Take advantage of special demo discount pricing, but supply is limited. Low kilometers, but big savings to be had on the Pilot Touring Edition, the Accord Hybrid Touring Sedan, the Ridgeline Trail Sport, the CRV Hybrid Sport, and the Civic Sport and Hybrid. Tell you what, brand new, They're always cleaning it because they're
Mhm.
showing it off.
Yeah.
Barely driven. Big savings.
Nice.
Check them out, villagehonda.com, and in the Northwest Auto Mall, your dealership for life. We start with the Calgary Flames. It is indeed a game day. Oh, Jets and Flames. There's your bet 365 lines of the game. Jets are favored, though not heavy favorites. They played last night against Seattle, got beat, and it was Hellebuck in net. So we're expecting a Conroy tonight. Over under at 5.5. That is a very low number. And yeah, they just played a game with a 3-goal total on Monday. Makes sense.
Yeah, I've shut out 3-0 last night. We know to this point what the Flames offense has been like.
If the Flames play a good game, they're going to want this low scoring. Last time we saw them on Monday, this was low scoring. I imagine it's Wolf against Comrie. We'll see.
Thank you, Bet365.
Appreciate that. Let's go.
Bet the under.
Can you bet the team total under? That'd be having a mountain with a castle on top right now for the Flames. Let's keep moving. Yeah, it's game day. That's right. And the Flames, a lot of mixed messaging out there. And I think to your point, Dino, like we have to remember what a general manager's job is. It isn't to like once a year pick up the phone and yell sell or yell buy. It's always talking to teams all the time.
Yeah.
Is there a way you can get younger, move out an older asset, get a younger asset? Maybe there isn't, but it's your job to try to find those kinds of things, just like it's your job to make sure you don't let Rasmus Andersson turn into a pumpkin the day after the trade deadline, et cetera, et cetera. Here are some of the conflicting, or at least the full spectrum of what we're hearing around the Flames. They're apparently making calls per insider Pierre LeBrun, and then our good pal Franck. He's on Amazon Hockey on Monday and had this to say about Connie and the Flames.
Late early for the Calgary Flames, particularly for a team that struggles to score as they have. And so while you thought that Craig Conroy might have started this season trying to improve his roster, trying to fill a void or two, there's not a panic trade coming. But where it gets more interesting, Andy, is does this poor start hasten some of the conversations to maybe sell off a couple pieces? Who are we talking about? Defenseman Rasmus Andersson in the final year of his contract. But we've talked openly about how there's such a need and lack of centers around the NHL. What about Nazem Kadri? Teams will be calling. They will be, if they haven't already, ringing Craig Conroy's phone off the hook, trying to get their hands on Kadri. Now, important to keep in mind that he does have some no trade protection, as do a couple other guys on Calgary's roster. So it's not just move him anywhere you want. But those conversations, the longer this start drags on, Andy, will definitely be heating up sooner rather than later.
So LeBrun says they're looking for young scoring, which I think they've been doing since Craig took the office. Frank's saying, you know, don't be surprised if Nazem's name's out there. And look, the last couple of weeks with this start, its name is definitely in the market bin out there. He controls the process. That is the job of the GM. You're always talking buy and sell.
Yeah, if the fan base is roaring about a lack of offense, and as the GM, it's early, we're fine. You can't do that.
I'm actually going to Cabo. I'm turning my phone off.
Yes.
I don't want to get hit with the roaming
Oh,
rates. So
and you
I'll
know
check in a couple of weeks.
And it's also the message you want your players to hear. Because the players, they don't want to hear that your GM's not doing anything to help you try and win.
Right.
Players don't listen to the GM.
Wow.
I know they
You know
listen
what I'm
to you.
saying? But yeah, he's going to, of course, we're looking. We want to get better. We're going to turn things around. We're doing what we can here. Ho, hey, ho. Okay. We'll see. Maybe they do bring in some players here, but I would be very surprised.
And again, if you're liquidating the likes of an Anderson or a Kadri,
Yeah.
maybe even extend the conversation to the Colemans and Fairbys and Hanleys of the world. Sure, you'd like lots of high picks. You also like good young players or prospects. So it's not always just as pure as straight sell or straight buy.
Correct.
We'll keep moving. Dryden Hunt was recalled yesterday by the club. That raised some eyebrows. You already have Igor in the press box. You had an empty roster spot. You have Martin Pospisil skating and closing in on a return, although it doesn't feel imminent in terms of tonight. Is this a body we expect to see play, or is this an extra body to take on the road in case someone takes a puck and warm up?
It's probably the road trip, I guess, kind of thing. I don't know. I was kind of with, it's like,
Because
okay.
Gritton is right there and Cairns is right there and can play the middle. And, you know, you've seen some of the, like, where's the young guys? You see that fervor, but you got to remember, like, if this isn't a player expected to play, aren't you better off leaving Matt Gritton to play a couple of games of the Wranglers this weekend? Home opener, whatever it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's sort of my read on why it was Hunt, but also, I mean,
because you are back home
Sunday
before the extended road trip. So it's hard. There's maybe an injury in the room we don't know about.
Maybe a bug.
Perhaps a bug.
Could be a bug.
Maybe they got
going around.
pimples on their noses.
Maybe.
Very
Yeah.
painful.
I can't play tonight. My
God
nose is
damn
killing
it.
me right now.
Someone touches me, I'm gonna just fall over.
This friggin' zit's going all the way to my medulla oblongata.
It's got deep roots.
Jesus.
Let's take a look
My
at the
cerebral cortex.
We were singing "Moving On Up" yesterday because the Flames got
Were
that
we?
overtime point. Moving on up. Well, they're moving back down.
Somebody was.
Simply the best. 1 win, 6 losses, and an overtime setback. And the Sharks in overtime last night moved past the Flames. It's back to 32nd.
Warsofsky
Dog's
gets
breakfast out there.
to
isn't
keep
it?
his
Like,
kids, eh? Good for him. Gets a win. Doesn't have to give his kids up. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Love that. 4 points for Will Smith, 5 for Celebrini.
Celebrini
Lisa
on
in
that
there
game
as well.
winner. This guy's a good player.
Going to be excited to see him at the Olympics. I think we should look into some on-location
I
coverage.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
think
say
so.
that word. I thought you guys told me we can't say that
You
word.
can't market it. You can say the word Olympics.
Mark, we don't. We're gonna get kicked off the air. Anyway.
I don't know what you're talking
Ritz
about.
thinks this guy's
But
funny.
we are getting excited for the games for sure.
Those are your bottom 10. If you want to look at markets under a bit of duress, like there's Toronto at 23rd. Dallas has cooled off after a hot start. Minnesota's on a bit of the skids right now. Ottawa without Brady Tkachuk's looking for some answers. Buffalo was the really slow start. They've turned it around. They can get back to 500 tonight with a win over Toronto. And there's Boston. You noted it, Dino. 6 losses in a row after the hot start.
Also, another bad sign for the Flames because out of all of those squads in the bottom 10,
Mhm.
how many of them are going to make the playoffs? Like,
I think a fair amount.
I know.
Yeah, that's
So-
good news for the Flames. No?
Well, shit.
Oh, your competition for the high pick, they're going to be moving up. Get
Yeah,
out of
you're
here.
expecting some of those teams to have a rebound.
You'd expect Chicago to be in there.
You know what you want the
They might
Flames
come
to
back
do?
to earth.
You want them to languish.
Oh, yeah.
Just do some good solid languishing down
Yeah,
there.
Dreger
Yeah.
used a good one too. Flounder.
Yeah.
Keep floundering.
Just kind of let those other teams do whatever they want to do. You got to go on a big
Be
streak.
your own man.
You want to go and do a whole bunch of winning, you go ahead.
Vasilevsky, you want to start making some saves? That's fine. Go get it. Go get it.
We're going to get our languish on over here.
Here's the weekend schedule tonight in Winnipeg. And then they're back in Calgary for the New York Rangers. Again, saying it every day. Can't win at home. Quite good on the road. I think they've got points in all the road games and no home wins yet. Ranger through town.
I'll be there. I'm going.
Awesome. You going to last more than a period?
No. No, I am going to take the whole family. It's going to be a real night out.
Well, I come real early, eh? So it's like counts for
Bills
2
play
periods.
early. Usually the Bills are maybe an afternoon or Sunday night football. Not this week, right?
What time
Playing
am I?
there on the early sked. You'll be able to watch your
Perfect.
Bills
Normal
play the
time.
Panthers.
God, I got to get to a game in Buffalo. What are we doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Well, you're saving it for the big game.
Which one?
Well, don't say it, curse it, but you know the games get more important as the season progresses. Right?
Can't afford that.
Right. Probably because you
That's what's
spend all your
holding you
money
back.
on sending your buddies to the Playboy Mansion. Let's go to some results from last night. Lots of games, lots of action.
If I laid 2 tickets in front of you, flights and
Game tickets.
game tickets,
I need McLeod Law on the other line immediately. Their family law department. What does divorce look like?
you want to cause a divorce?
I feel like these things all balance out, Ryan. They all balance out.
Going to Nashville. next
she
week.
wouldn't understand. What if I called her?
You know what?
Oi, 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 what? Listen,
It's the World Series.
the World Series.
It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna go and
Yeah, it's the Orioles in May. No, it's not that.
it's not that.
Now he's-
What time is it in Brisbane, Australia?
The time in Brisbane, QLD, Australia is 3:21 a.m.
Oh,
Don't call it for
Perfect
another
time to
6
call.
hours.
Perfect
Yeah.
time.
Listen,
Ring those
Toots,
phones.
5 hours.
hey, Toots, you
Ring those-
got to send a boy to Toronto here.
Have you been drinking? It's a temple.
It's a temple.
It's a non-alcoholic.
I'm spacing.
It's a spacer, babe.
321. Oh,
I'll
God.
text.
Thank you. Yeah, she'll appreciate that.
You phone some. Hello. What the hell? Is that a dude? Babe. Oi, what?
She'll go
Sorry, I
drop a-
cut you off.
She'll
You're
drop a
good.
C bomb on
Schedule.
you. No sweat. It's all right. Lots of results there. We got some things to talk about, some highlights
Divorced.
in there. Man, the Isles, 7 goals. That's a new chapter for that team. And it may be a little, you know what? If you're the Calgary Flames, how can we turn this around quicker? Isles have done a pretty good job collecting young
It's
assets.
a couple weeks.
I'm not saying they're a playoff team, but this was an old team that couldn't score
Still kind of old.
and now got 2 picks in the top
But
15.
they don't have Lou around anymore, right?
Lou's gone. They got Matthew Darsh in there. They got the
Darsh.
Schaefer kid, looks unreal.
Darsh.
All right. Some surprising results in there. Chicago beat Tampa last night. My goodness.
Tampa
The
Bay.
Ducks hang a touchdown on the Bruins in Boston.
Look at the Mammut.
El Penguino, they beat Florida. Jack, what's going on? Dan Muse,
I
Dan the
told you
man.
guys, Dan the man.
Dan the man.
He's all over it.
He's screwing up this whole McKenna tank.
Who are we buying? Who are we
There's no
selling?
tank.
Like Chicago, we're not buying. Is Tampa terrible?
No, they're just not getting saves.
The Ducks, I think they'll battle and stick around, but they're not going to be.
It's a soft division. Maybe they can squeak into a wild card.
Sens are going to come back. They'll
Yeah.
make the
You
playoffs.
need to get healthy.
Pittsburgh's just faking everybody out right now.
I'm kind of buying the Mammut.
Oh, I was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
Is
like
Detroit.
Vimelka, Carmel Ventimoka. He's been good in that.
Detroit's not, I mean, they're really
Those are
riding
the-
high, but
Those are the two teams that interest me almost the most.
Which two?
The teams you never talk about.
Yeah.
The Mammut and the Seattle Kraken.
Yeah, Kraken. That's a big win. Shutting out the Jets.
They've
in their
been
building.
winning.
And I'm selling the Canucks, man. It's like, oof,
And you're selling Quinn Hughes.
got him fantasy. I got to move.
God, that's going to be good.
Kings got another 0-2 winner from Adrian Kempe. The Oilers got 5 power plays in a row, including a ridiculous unsportsmanlike call, and rallied for the final 3 goals of the game to beat the Habs in an electric environment in the cultural capital. And it was an incredible jersey matchup for the ages in Colorado. We'll get to a bunch of
do you have
those
a
things.
picture?
We got video and everything. Let's start with Macklin Celebrini and the kids. The Sharks, the first team in NHL history to have 6 goals in a game. A teenager factored into all 6. Misa, Celebrini, young,
Must
good.
be
Oh,
nice.
and Will Smith, he's only 20. How do they get guys like
So the
that?
kids
I don't
can
know.
Like, where did they trade them from?
Hmm.
Were they Rangers? Did Chris Drury hate these kids? How did the Sharks get these guys?
yeah.
Yeah.
Way to go, Chris.
Great tilt last night in this game as well.
Put him up.
In Broadway, Rempe Reeves.
After warm-up, or just at the end of warm-up, Rempe was standing at center ice and said something to Reeves as
That's
Reeves
in
was
this
leaving
down.
the ice.
I don't need to listen. Dummy.
Takes one there. Takes another.
They both take. They
Like,
both
big,
give.
good shins here. And like, no, we're getting up. We're not done. Get out of here.
Get out of
Stripes.
here.
Out of here, Zebras. Good left there. 2 large humans.
He's trying to do that too much.
Just
The
that
jabs?
left arm jab. Yeah.
Get
Oh, and then this
Oh, that's-
starts going with
that's
the
Stripes.
hammer. Impressive. 2 guys good at that. And on Broadway.
I can't stand with that BS. I would put up with it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Now, I know some of you people out there don't like the odd fisticuffs. 2 good guys. Nobody gets hurt. Maybe you put on a pot of tea. Good
Do you
tilt.
drink tea?
Not.
What about when you got a pimple on your nose?
What about when you're doing puzzles?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll get my tea on.
Get a chamomile? What
Yeah.
do you got?
Oh, whatever's in
English
the.
breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've probably been in there since the 30s.
Mushroom?
When's the last time you bought fresh tea?
Well, it's dried. Okay.
Yeah.
Got to be careful with the bags because the white bags, they bleach them.
Well, you're always careful with your tea bagging.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want any bleach.
No bleach on your bag, right? Let's get moving to the greatest jersey matchup of the season. It was Carolina in Colorado, but it was actually Hartford at Quebec. Check the fits. So good. So good. So we're coming out. There's the old whale whites. Look at the green pants and the Nords. Oh, yeah.
Lights.
I think we got some game action from this game as well. I don't know if Jack threw it in or not, but we got these jerseys are just so special. Oh,
That's
Now, is that because we're old?
yep. There's nostalgia there. If you've
no,
never seen
'cause
those,
that
look
looks
at this.
awesome.
Look
That's
at this.
why.
That
What are you
jer-
talking about?
Oh,
Like that's kind of a Kelly green, right? Like the Flyers wear, or the Eagles wear when they go.
sure.
Because we talked about the blue.
Whales on the shoulders. Look at this.
The blue on the Nords jerseys is awesome. That
Amazing.
green also terrific. Because they did go. Remember they put some gray in there and with
Yeah.
a darker green and a darker navy blue. The old Whalers at one
You
point.
get the vintage gear.
Look at
This
the
is just
pads on
elite.
Wedgwood.
Attaboy, Scotty.
Tremendous.
I think this game needed a shootout. Two good teams. Two real good starts to the year as
All
well.
the Whalers needed were the Cooperalls yet.
Oh,
Hey,
Jack
Andrew
Roy
Castles
Cooper
had 2 helpers, and Pat Verbeek had a goal and an assist. Is pretty good stuff. Keep moving. Overtime was necessary between Dallas and LA. Second game in a row. The Kings have been in overtime. The second game in a row, this happened.
And Rantanen checks Kempe. Puck comes out toward the line. Byfield in pursuit. Kempe with him. Byfield. Kempe. Score! Kempe again. The overtime.
You know, the Texas hook 'em horns.
The hook 'em
He's got the
horns.
horns. He's got horns down. Like that bull's dead.
I thought he was
he was
Hang
giving
loose.
him the
gangster.
surfer?
He was doing some.
Well, he's from LA. He's throwing some gang signals.
Yeah.
Crips or Bloods. Kempe, what do you got?
Holy! I don't think you're allowed to do that.
The NHL put it on their Twitter like best seller of the night. I think they're okay. Kempe needs a contract this summer. No one's talking
Back
about that
him
guy.
up. He can score.
He's a good player.
10 sheets,
Yeah.
40 goal guy ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll take the Kyle Connor. What's Kyle getting? Like
12 and
woo!
change. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
Good dough. Good
Yeah.
dough. I think that's all the action we have from last night. The 5-pointer from Celebrini is probably your headliner. The tilt was good. The jerseys were elite. Kempe, another OT winner. And tonight, a lighter slate. Leafs at
You
Sabres.
don't want to be distracted.
Peak sadness could be on the horizon for Toronto sports fans. I know how one half has to go. Sharks play second in as many nights. They were just on Broadway last night, as you saw. Now they get the Red Hot Devils, who've looked good. Caps have been better than I think we probably expected. Columbus, it has not been the dream season that last year was, as they only missed the playoffs by a couple points last season. And Flames and Jets, of course,
So
6 Mountain Time on Sportsnet Flames.
I think it's great that the Leafs are being overshadowed, but that might be more from out here. If you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan,
Mm-hmm.
are you watching the Leafs or the Jays?
Watching both. Yeah.
I know you're watching,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? Like in general, like the Leafs are mad, big.
Yeah.
Well, so are the Blue Jays. Who's
It's the World Series. You're watching.
You're
Jays.
watching
World
the
Series?
Jays.
There was 8 million people at the peak of the broadcast for Game 7 against Seattle. That's bigger than Grey Cup numbers. That's bigger than Stanley Cup Finals, unless there's a Canadian team there. It's wild. They haven't been good. They're not playing with grit, and they got a bunch of gritty vets. You know, trade
Boy,
speed and skill.
Poor
For
Tree's
them.
going to be in a pile of piss if he can't.
A plate of piss.
Flatter than.
Flat and a plate of piss.
But again, if you wheel in 7th or 8th and win some playoff rounds, nobody cares. It's what happens in the spring. They're going to be
Are
mentioned.
you guaranteed? They keep like.
I'm not saying they can do it, but again, it's
maybe like how Jerry Jones is looking for some defensive help for the Cowboys. Maybe the Leafs could use some high-end skill.
How far in can the Leafs go? So let's just.
what do you mean far?
I love hypotheticals. You know me. I love to
And
debate.
so does Ryan.
the best at it.
Tanev's out.
Yep.
The other defenseman's out. Riley.
Let's look at the up-to-date lines here.
I thought I saw somewhere.
Anyway,
They got
the
rid of
point being-
Marner.
yeah.
The point being, they're in holy shit mode because Ottawa's better, Montreal's better.
Yep.
Right.
Detroit.
Are we making the playoffs? And if you're not making the playoffs, or you're in that 6 to 10,
Yeah.
is it? Yes, it's full panic because it's Toronto and this and
Yeah.
that. What's Treliving giving up at that point?
And we know they don't panic about first-round playoff matchups ever, even if they, when they do get there. Yeah, it's
Right? Like, is there any acceptance from that organization in the position they're in to not make the playoffs?
No. When Keith Pelly came in as the new president and they ousted Brendan Shanahan, and Edward Rogers has got his hands all over this now, not the old MLSE conglomerate, in terms of like them buying out TSN, then buying out Larry Tannenbaum. Like if this goes sideways, I would expect a bloodbath. I don't think that's how it's going to go, but if it does, they're not going to sit in their hands. This owner has been emboldened by what he's seen with the Blue
Can
Jays.
you pull up their lineup, Jack? Could
Yeah,
you do it?
Depth chart. I mean,
Yeah,
sure,
depth
but
chart, whatever the hell it is. Do it in the old school font with.
I was gonna say
with
it's
the-
Comic
bit of an ass
Sans.
off on the fly.
McMahon, Matthews, and Nylander's the top line, and that is pretty top heavy. Your second line, Nyes, who had a great year last year with Tavares and
Oh,
Michelli.
I always forget Tavares is there.
Joseph
Actually
Wall
great.
is out with personal his personal issues.
Yeah, but Stolarz
Injured.
was battling that.
Chris Tanev, upper body. Scott
Lawton's
Lawton,
out.
lower body. Morgan Riley, undisclosed
I
day-to-day is
hate
what they're
that.
calling him.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Nick Waugh, they got back in the Marner deal. They didn't lose him for nothing. Remember, it was another sign and trade, but it's certainly not a 100-point top line guy. He's a checking center, which is fine, but it's certainly wasn't.
I don't know who
one-for-one type
Michelli
deal.
is. And
They brought him
Cowan
in
is-
from Utah.
Okay, I'm just taking Marner out of there. Obviously, is a big hole. Are they still a lock? Are they that they're a lock for playoffs? in
Lock's
your
probably
world?
strong. I think they're highly probable to make the playoffs.
They've traded their first rounder this year, coming up, and next.
Do we
So
got
no,
one of those odds things for the Toronto?
Yeah, I can see.
Come on, Bet.
no second-round pick this year. No fourth-round pick.
Like, how much better is that decor than ours?
Dakota Mermis in the second pair. That's not ideal. That's your Miro.
OEL is a good player, but old. Simon,
They're missing Riley.
Are
could
they
use another
better
D.
than RD?
Think about
No.
Mermis is it's that name, right?
It is a weird name.
It's unfair to Dakota.
Got two Dakotas. I got to go to Joshua. as
Yeah,
well.
they
Kind
feel
of the point I'm getting at, and I'm not saying they won't, and it's fun to poke at the Leafs anytime you get the chance, but it's a tight league out there, Ryan.
That division is really hard. There's going to
Right?
be a good team.
There
in
is,
Memphis.
you can't come out flat as a plate of piss and
Okay, so
expect to make the playoffs.
you can't do it.
Let's play this then. We'll
You know
play
what
the.
it feels like? Feels like a bit of bean salad out there, right?
It's a bit of a bean salad start for
There's
the
nothing
Leafs.
special about that roster that you showed there.
There is
pretty
no-
bean
So
salad.
let's
to
play the
me.
game. If you got to pick a horse, is it Florida or Toronto?
Well, yeah.
Florida. Okay.
Yeah.
So is
To
it
be the champ, you got to beat the champ.
is it Ottawa or Toronto?
I would debate that.
I would debate
Depends
that too.
on.
I'd lean Ottawa.
Yeah,
What about Tampa or Toronto?
I like
Still lead
Tampa's
Tampa?
lineup. I concern myself with their. They've been good a long time, but
Good long-
Habs or Toronto?
Habs.
Detroit just beat them twice. Detroit or Toronto?
I
Maybe it's a
don't know
little
enough
early for
about Detroit. They're sneaky good, I think. I don't think they're
They're young.
sneaky superstar good. I think they're sneaky solid good.
And then we haven't even talked about Boston, Buffalo. Like that division's a nightmare, man.
I still think Swayman has to carry the Bruins if they want to have a hope. And I don't know if he does, if that's possible. Who's the other team?
I can name them all. Habs, Sens, Bruins, Leafs, Wings, Florida teams.
Boy, they could use a Nazem Kadri out there.
They really could.
Yeah, they really could.
Well, I'm sure the owner's got a great relationship because Tree used to work for him. So
right.
it'd be easy to get to broker.
Buffalo.
Let's move to baseball. It is game one of the World Series tonight. Grab a temple.
Yeah.
It's a very David versus Goliath type matchup. Most prognosticators had the Jays finishing 4th or 5th in the AL East, and here they are, the AL champions, the pennant winners, up against the highest payroll in sport. The Dodgers are spending
All
over
of sport?
$400 million on this roster.
Like more than soccer sport?
I'm off the top of my head, but yeah, I'm guessing like North American sport, $400 million.
Whew, it's a lot of money.
What's the
Dean.
It's a lot
NFL
of
cap
money,
at these
yeah.
days, Jack?
I don't know.
How? Yeah.
I thought he was an NFL nerd. Lots of star power.
Oh,
Bichette returns into the fold for Toronto.
Do we like that move?
Bish,
Yes, we
please.
do. At worst, you have him at DH. At best, he can play some defense and run.
Not if he's not healthy.
He led the American League in hits with
Not if
by
he's
quite a
not
margin at the time of his
healthy.
injury, and he
I'm
finished top
saying,
3 despite missing 3.
Okay, this is my comparable.
Okay.
World Cup of Hockey. Canada, USA, final game. Matthew Tkachuk inserts himself into the lineup.
4 Nations, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, that's
Yeah.
Same. Yeah,
We knew what you're talking
yeah,
about.
I think so.
and can't play.
Maybe cost his team.
Did cost his team.
I expect Bo will play.
Okay.
But you're right.
I'm just
Matthew
worried about it.
Tkachuk-
Listen, I'm not. I
Kyle
want to.
Connor got to watch that game so that Matthew Tkachuk
Yes,
could cheerlead from the bench.
right.
I don't think that was a move. The only 2 changes on the roster, Bichette comes in. So does Ty France. Huh?
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting deep
All right.
here. Yeah.
And the 2 deletions, I believe it's Joey Loperfido comes out. I'm trying to remember the other one. My bad.
It's okay,
Right
Ryan.
off the top of my head.
Nobody will remember anyway.
First pitch shortly after 6. We'll see at GRETA. They're opening the doors to the alley at 5. GRETA itself opens at 3.
It's gonna be good. I'm excited.
And
I'm
look at
happy to have
this.
people over. Come on, people, let's have a party.
You want some nostalgia? How about the old skipper, Cito Gaston? He's going to
Cito!
throw the first pitch.
Oh God,
He's electric.
And Joe Carter, who caught the ball at first base to win in 92 and hit the ball out in 93 to win the World Series. He'll be game 2. That'll be electric.
everybody hates Joe.
Touch them all.
Never had a better one. As for some odd dynamics on the Blue Jays, the oldest and youngest players in the World Series may both start games for the Toronto Blue Jays, as Mad Max is 41 and Trey Savage will start game 1. He's just 22.
He was almost dead when Max
Yeah.
started.
You were almost dead, Trey.
Last time
Lee.
Jays were in the World Series, Trey Savage,
He was dead.
he was dead.
Yeah,
So new thing.
that's right.
And Max was playing.
This guy here is dead.
That guy on the right.
We'll see you at GRETA, but again, make sure you click the link for your free
It's gonna
tickets.
get us
Don't
kicked
just show up.
off. These little things that we find hilarious, that's what's going to end us.
You think?
It's a joke.
Uh-huh.
NFL, we had a Thursday nighter last night. I said, listen, fellas, don't
That's
be
right.
making any bets on the Chargers without talking to me.
Take
this
the
is the type
points,
of game Chargers could.
That was our lock, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I was wrong. It was over early.
How did we not talk about this game at all yesterday?
We were talking about porn stars.
Well, you were, Rhett.
Well,
You were
that'll
trying to
distract-
talk about
That'll
comedies.
distract you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Did you watch any of this?
Yeah, I saw bits and pieces. Yeah.
Oh.
First half, I saw all of it.
I mean, Carson Wentz. You
Awful.
talk about a guy being dead. I mean, is he breathing today? He was running for his life. I don't know how many times he got sacked. He was
Early.
like sprinting to the sideline at least twice, like
They
like
thought it was
doubled
hockey.
over,
He wanted to change.
doubled over in pain.
He's already got the robo arm with all
Oh.
the joint protection stuff. Like, it's not good.
the first series of the game, it was like interception Vikings, pick 6-0 Vikings.
And-
Oh, let's take no ball touched the ground. They Chargers keep the ball, march it down 7-0, 14-0. They just absolutely
It's not ball.
boat raced the Vikings last night. I don't know how they got 10.
And Carson Wentz, you can give me the
You want
about his
he-
career.
here is dead.
Yeah, it's over. Gross.
Happy birthday. Not a friend of the show. We wish he was because he's really cool. Maybe he is a friend of you guys. Maybe Rhett's tight with him. Doug Flutie, the GOAT. Attaboy. A bill, a stamp, a winner. Boston College. Charger. Love this guy. That was the game we went to, Jack. Remember, against Hamilton, the season opener?
Hell of a QB, that guy.
They
Hell of a
obviously won
QB.
by like 20 because Jack was there. That's
That's
how
the
it
wee
works.
fella.
Hell of a quarterback. Scrambling away from pressure in the pocket. Completing passes.
Dickinson probably can't stand him.
You start beef that doesn't exist. God damn you. There's their.
Did they play together?
San Diego?
They did in San Diego.
Yeah.
Doug was starting and Dave was backing up. Yeah. As for the weekend, here are the games for the final week of the CFL regular season. The games that matter are the ones out west. And it's still complicated. You need a Saskatchewan win
I'll
and a
text
Stampeders
base.
win.
Don't
Thank
worry
you.
about it. I'll do it for the stand.
If the Melonheads and the Stampeders win, it's simple. The West semifinal runs through Calgary. Durs have the bye. Regina would host the West final. But of course, it isn't that simple. So we've got a 15-step flow chart to help you figure out what the hell's going on this weekend. Stamps tonight, by the way, 7:30 kickoff.
Just control what you can, Dave. Just win.
Calgary win and
Just
win and win tie. No ties.
I have trouble trusting these things. I've seen shoddy work a few times.
Let's just clear these up. Just get a Calgary win and then get a Durs win. Very easy. Let's go, Mace.
The only teams you should cheer for.
That's all you really should have.
Would that playoff game be the weekend we're gone next weekend?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh no.
Jack.
How committed are you to your Stampeders?
Jack, they win by like 20 when you're there. Come on. We need you here. But maybe with your lack of a passport anyway, you'll be stuck
Yeah,
here.
you might
Nice
be here.
plan B.
Yeah, you'll be there.
Nice plan B.
Yeah.
All right.
Cavalry FC's got one game remaining on home field. It is their playoff game this Sunday against York. Whew. One more chance to cheer on the fellas at Atco Field and it should be a gem. Weather looks, dude, we're in October. How nice has this been?
Yeah, it's been all right.
Knock on wood, it's been
Been all right.
sensational. 4 p.m. Atco Field of Spruce Meadows. Go get them, fellas. Good luck to Tommy and the boys.
Tommy,
Let's
go, buddy.
It's business time.
Stay out of that wine cellar.
Okay, now I don't want you to flash this next one. I want you to have it at the ready. Rhett, we're going to see how long it will take you to figure out what team this piece of merchandise is from. We ready, Jack? And go.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, the Bills. I can see the.
Chicken Wing Bills hats.
That's a great hat.
Are you kidding me? Barn burner colors. These are amazing. Wow.
Hang on. Don't take it down.
Rhett, I was going to get you this for Christmas, but we can't wait that long. You need this in your truck on your head immediately.
So we believe that this is like a team/league issued legit deal.
Yes,
That's true.
that's a new era lid with the Bills logo on the side and the chicken wing front and
Gonna
center.
need
Yeah,
this
I also need.
lid.
Yeah, we need.
You want one?
Yes,
Yeah, we need team lids.
that's great.
Yeah,
Jack
that's
will never wear it.
unbelievable.
He would.
Another
He'd
AFC.
wear it to bed.
Steelers.
Wear it in the shower.
Finally, got a little something.
Delicious.
Something Rhett. What
That
is it?
was
What
Rhett.
is it? What is it? Oh, there it is. Rhett Warner. Flaming deep in the key.
Wow.
Jack, where did this come from?
You
You are leaned out.
You have lost weight.
God, you down
Yeah.
looking good. Wow.
The shoveler
The
is
shoveler is whew, well done.
deep in the.
She's like, you wear a hat like that, you're gonna get some, sir.
You're right. We are going to get taken.
I told you guys it's too far.
We're going to get taken.
I
off.
feel like this might have been on the heels of the weatherman or news
Oh,
anchor
really?
Ron
Is
Jeremy.
that what this
I
is?
don't
Thanks,
know.
Thanks
Ryan.
for explaining.
Thanks for
Ryan.
connecting the
Hard
dots.
to pick up on that.
Yeah.
That's why you get the Pinder Report
Yeah.
so that you can
Yeah.
clarify.
Yeah. We're all a lot
Alleviate your
smarter now with
confusion.
that. Info.
You're
You
welcome.
can take it down, Jack.
Put it back up, Jack. That is hot stuff. Village Honda and villagehonda.com. If you want a pre-owned vehicle, they've got a huge selection. All makes, all models, all budgets, with over 90 units on site and access to over 500 in their dealer group. Village Honda is your one-stop automotive destination in Calgary, located in the Northwest Auto Mall. For life. Here we go.
You have leaned right out. Really cut down.
You got to
the
bring that handlebar back.
the sugar and the carbs.
I don't know when that photo was taken, but God damn it, that
All
handlebar.
members, guys. That's so.
Yeah. InvestMed really working out for you.
Seriously.
Invest-med.ca, Canada's first and only private medical testing company. Exclusive access that you won't find anywhere else. Some people, well, going to have to get on an airplane, going to have to go and find special. No, not anymore.
Right here.
Preventative and proactive testing. You get the answers now, not years from now. Do you have designs on being healthy and in your later years, retirement years, adult years, whatever? Just feeling good about yourself, avoiding serious illness. That's what it's all about. The technology exists nowadays. It's the possibility for early detection and mitigation of many serious and life-threatening problems. You, your doctor, 1 hour consultation with an InvestMed physician, $199. Find out how to protect your future health and get that comprehensive physical exam, testing, review of the results with your doctor. And then if the plan is needed, you work together. Go down that road towards better health. And maybe you're in peak working condition.
Like that photo of Rhett.
That's right. Then all's good. What was it they were telling you not to eat? Salsa? Cheese?
They said a lot
Stay
of
away
things.
from. Stay away.
I
Yeah.
said, don't put a liter of melted cheese in your gullet.
Yeah.
Well,
Tough ask.
Thank you, InvestMed. How are we to know otherwise, right? Without professional.
Do you remember that photo being taken, or were you kind of
Invest-med.ca. Invest-med.ca is the website to learn more. We're going to be getting. Again, I got to find that date, whatever date that is. They're going to come in, and Ryan and I are going to start going through that process, getting some blood.
We're just poking and prodding.
Are we doing that
Yeah.
on the show or?
I don't think on the show.
I want to do it.
for
I'll
some
run
content.
the cameras.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can. We'll
Rhett will
definitely
run
take
the
some.
cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figure that out for sure. Definitely figure that out. We're really coming around on our picks for Bet365.
God, you had
Our
to
picks
bounce
are
back.
not for Bet365.
They're
I just
for
want to make
us.
that clear.
That's a good point.
Bet365 is the best gaming. It's the best.
It's the app. It's
It
everything.
really is.
Best in the world.
We then take that and whatever you do with it, we just choose to kind of make some football picks, and then we just tell you about them. It's not even advice. It's not a here's what you should do. It's just the fun that can be had with Bet365.
You've been fading us this year. You're up a pile.
Yeah, if you do the exact opposite of us, you're welcome. You're going for the World Series. You got
Yeah.
great seats.
Yeah. You might own the team by the
got
end
a
of this
suite.
thing. Yeah.
Well done. Bet365, the official gaming partner of Barn Burner, as we get into our picks this week for week 8 of
Week
the
8.
week 8 of the old football season.
God, that's a terrible record.
You want to lead us off, Red?
Hey, wait. Did you change that one that I was right with? Because
I
you
did change
admitted
it.
to it.
Ryan audited it.
You fixed it.
You want me to go?
Yeah. Fire
Oh,
away.
well, the Bills, because they were terrible and off a bye. And the Ravens are getting their quarterback back, I think.
Yeah. It's still questionable, but it's 3 days from Roy's practice.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I think he's a bit of a game breaker, Dino.
Yeah. Lamar.
The Giants, we showed Chattanooga yesterday or whatever.
Scattaboo.
Chattanooga.
Yeah. So they get 7.5 points. Come on.
Philly.
They're decent.
Yeah. And
Giants are decent.
did they not punch
They
Philly in
just
the
beat
mouth
Philly.
already
They,
2 weeks
they
ago?
beat him pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm worried about because we might want to get him back. Niners have been battling. They're scrapping. They're clawing. They're just, I don't know if they're any good, but they're battling. I'll take the 2 points. And the Packers play the Steelers, and I will not cheer for Jack Steelers. I just can't do it.
Can't
He's
bring
been
yourself,
ignorant to me for the last week.
Yeah.
Go Packers.
Jackie, is this game Aaron Rodgers' return to Green Bay?
It's in Pittsburgh.
It's in Pittsburgh. Okay, thank you.
This is the game where they're wearing those ugly jerseys.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I'm glad you're on the Packers side of that. Boomer?
I am going to be on the other side of the Ravens game. Bears are getting 6.5. What have they won 4 straight? It feels like it could
Against who?
Could be a bit of a letdown spot, but it's 6.5 points.
It's a lot.
6.5 against the Ravens, who have not been very good. A loss. Just keep it within 6.5.
Well,
points.
I'm glad that you're cheering for your team at least.
Thanks, Brett. The Giants
Now you got my team.
getting over a touchdown, as you said, against the Eagles, who have been hard to figure out a little bit.
Mhm.
I got bit once already by doing this. I guess never learn.
White Snake?
14.5 points is many points.
Lot
I
of
thought about it
points.
too, Dino.
Many points. They are terrible
White Snake.
on the road in Indy, but maybe Indy takes them lightly, you know?
Look past game.
It is White Snake that sings that, right?
Which,
Once bitten, twice shy.
no, that's Great White. And the Bills -7 coming off a bye. They are on the road, but this retro, it's not a must win, but this feels like a big game for the Buffalo Bills.
You know what it is? A get right spot. Coming off by.
They're not feeling
you
good
wanted me to
about
talk
themselves.
It's the Bills. I cheer for the Bills.
I know. Yeah.
You don't have to sell me on the Bills.
So that's where I'm going.
I've got the look.
Have you got the Bills.
I'm incredibly
This is not
chalky
good.
this week. I get it. These are heavy
all on the
favorites. It's a
Bills.
lot of points, but like the Chiefs look so back with Rashee Rice. Mahomes is sneakily having a great offensive season. Bills off bye, I love. And the Falcons, I just think the Miami Dolphins are total frauds, and the head coach is trying to get himself fired and get some paid
He
leave.
is.
It's a lot of points.
It's 7.5.
Keep giving it to Bijan. Just keep giving it to Bijan. I mean, they got their doors blown off by Cleveland. And I get it. It was in Cleveland and windy and all that, but I'm willing to risk that just because McDonald wants out of there so bad.
I might want to add that to my card because Atlanta's been good at home. The wins that they've had have been at home. They are hosting Miami, and the Dolphins are trash.
You want to make the call?
Yeah, I'll add
it
the
in?
Falcons.
Jack?
Yeah.
Make that official.
This is so.
Brett, you want it too?
No, I'm not a bandwagoner. I go with my picks. I do good picks. I
Right,
do
sorry,
research.
sorry,
I do homework. I made a
You were
nice pick, and then it's
you were walking to the table like, oh shoot, my picks.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, I forgot my picks.
Who's playing?
I'm also on the Falcons and
It's
the
great
Chiefs.
white, right?
Dolphins are so bad.
That's
and
what I
yeah,
said.
Mike McDaniels just wants to get fired. I've never seen a coach
That's
want to
amazing.
get fired so
Yeah.
bad.
I called it McDonald's.
It's like,
McDaniels, yeah.
Hopefully, Tua doesn't throw 10 picks.
If he plays. So don't know what's going on there.
It's hard to pick games, but if you can find one of those teams that's completely already thinking about Cancun, go against
They
them.
don't have to go to Cancun.
Yeah, they're in Miami.
They're already
Same
in Miami,
point.
just high as a kite.
Yeah.
I will take my Steelers, bounce back. Sunday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers against the Packers
Woo!
at home.
Wow.
They've had extra time to prepare for this one. And the Packers, like I said, they were the best team to start the year. I don't think they are anymore. I don't know what's going on. They barely beat the Cardinals. So I think the Steelers win this one.
They
At
look
home.
like the best team in the league for
Super
one
They
Bowl
week.
barely beat the
contenders.
Jets.
Yeah.
Because that's what the
Lost to the
Steelers-
Browns.
Also on the Niners with Rhett. I like what Mac Jones has done. They're playing Houston as dogs on the road.
Does sound
Houston,
like Purdy will
no
not be back. He's
No.
very limited in
He's
practice
not
still.
going
It's
to.
taking a long ass time.
They've been as good or better without him.
Yep,
They're
they've been
plucky. You know
fine.
what they are? They're plucky.
And I don't want to curse everyone.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
about to
so-
say
I
the last
know.
time we all took the Bills.
Jack, can you
So
take
this
that
is-
off your card?
This is our lock of the week.
Can you take it off the card, Jack?
Let's get behind it. The new
This
hats.
is our lock of
Yeah,
the
the
week.
new hats.
Bills
Hey,
win by
right.
7. I'm
Off
buying
a
hats.
bye.
Rhett's buying hats
Right.
for us all if they cover. Let's go,
Let's
Bills.
go, Bills.
Nobody circles the wagons when we need hats. Like the Buffalo Bills.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Love it.
Oh, the
They aren't great against the run.
Stop it. We've got confidence here.
Chuba and
Coming off by, they got to figure it out.
Dowdle. have
Rico
been-
Dowdle. Yeah.
Uncle Rico's been good. All right, we're going to stop talking.
So anyway,
Anyway,
those
Fade
are our
those
picks.
and
Use
you'll
them
be in
if you'd
great
like. Those are our records at the bottom of the screen. Oh, it's already off the screen. Oh, well done.
Shoot, that's too bad.
Bet365, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app. Go to whatever it is, your app store. Get it. Start up your account if you haven't already. Use the promo code NATION when you sign up. And then you're going to find the widest array and variety of markets that you're going to find anywhere. You think, oh, it's hockey, baseball, football. Smutch in there. Bet365.
Got some lineup notes for tonight's game.
do you know?
Kirkland out. Our Igor back in. And Nazem Kadri, who had a maintenance day yesterday, is totally fine and ready to go.
There you go. And we assume it's Wolf, obviously.
I would be stunned if it's not.
Yeah.
I'll just scan some of the Twitters and see. It's going to be weird when it's not Wolf and Net. Like, you can already see how this is going to go.
Yeah, like we talked about, you think you brought it up yesterday with game day, off day, game day, off day. You don't have back-to-backs for a while. Is it just safe to us? And they need wins.
They
I
have
guess.
to get a win. You can't.
Toss one away, or at least appear to be tossing one away by going with your backup, I don't think. Well,
Go get him, kid.
what a day. What a day for sports. You're having a party?
What should I go with? I know I said I'm going to roast a pig, but I'm not roasting.
You're
a
not
pig.
roasting
That's
the pig.
a pain in the ass.
Silly goose.
I thought you said you're getting the Big Sky.
Oh yeah, I told you that. Should I do that?
Barbecue. Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why I was coming over.
Oh, you're coming to see the shoveler.
That's why I'm not invited.
That's
Greta, watch
what
Brett.
he told me.
Let's go, Bills.
Vina Nova, Calgary's lab-grown diamond specialists. The Vina Nova showroom, the largest selection of lab-grown diamonds in Canada. Tell you the lady that I live with, she got her Christmas gift. I guess it was last month,
3 months
Yeah.
before Christmas.
but she is loving it.
She
Getting,
braggy?
getting no, not braggy.
Compliments all over.
Wearing it all the time,
Very
getting
showy.
compliments.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what? It's very understated. But she kind of this. It doesn't have to be. Oh well, lab-grown diamonds are more affordable, so I'm getting the biggest. It doesn't have to be that.
She's not fronts on her
Is
teeth.
it understated when it's you do this?
Yeah. Achoo. Oh, excuse me.
Excusez-moi.
Wow, what is that ring?
Lab-grown diamonds, same chemical composition and crystal structure as an earth-mined diamond. The hardness is the same, the refraction the same, but 50 to 70% less expensive than an earth-mined diamond because of the technology is evolving and improving, making it more efficient and more affordable. Market Mall is the place to go. Maybe you want to make your own kind of creation.
Yeah, custom stuff. They're
Custom.
down with that. They're
You
good
can
at
do that
it.
as well. Talk to Justin, talk to the staff. They're fantastic. VinaNova.com. You'll get an idea of what's going on there. They'll have all of that. Plus, even better, go visit the showroom at Market Mall.
Great people, great product, great prices.
Hi there. How can I help you today?
And you just go brawling.
I just went to the World Series and my
I'm
wife's really
Boomer.
mad. I need to buy a diamond.
Boomer.
Yeah.
And I'm in the house.
I need a little help. You can definitely help me out today.
I'm off the Jays.
What?
Oh no.
What happened?
That idiot fucking PMs at their in the dugout.
Jeez,
That guy
for sure.
sucks.
Wow. Is that all?
Zinger.
Were we on the show a minute ago, Jack? Everything
thought
was
you-
going great.
I thought you were telling us that you
Gotta
had a
watch what
kid
we're saying
watching the
here.
show, so we can.
There's the government rules. Come on, what are we doing?
Just do your job and get the hell out of sports, ruining it for everybody.
So did you feel the same way about the Trumpster at the Ryder Cup or no?
I don't care about the Trump
Fair enough.
Yeah,
That's right.
Because I agree.
Am
They
I
should be
cheering
focused
for the
on
Americans?
running
He's a proud
countries.
Canadian.
He cheers for Montreal or for the Oilers.
Out
I'm going
there
to get behind. Sorry.
skating around in
Hopefully-
his jeans. Embarrassing us.
It's shameful.
Clearly bribing McDavid to stay in Evanston.
Don't they ever work, these people?
No, they're politicians.
Jesus. I'm getting that job. This is like McDaniels.
Dude, that's almost as good as
Get
paid
paid.
leave.
Yeah. High as a kite.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
Supers?
we had a
Super
good
chats?
show.
Yeah, good show.
I'm
Well,
not sure
this
if we
week
did,
or-
to be honest, not
Well,
quite sure.
It's always
Super
good to
chat
go.
in support of the Youth Centers of Calgary as you watch live. If you have a comment, maybe you just want to get it on the show. I think that's kind of what it comes down to. Or maybe
Yeah.
if there's something we've said you want to react to, then we'll talk about it and then take that money and get it to the Youth Centers of Calgary.
Did you get on the show and you're helping the kids?
That's right. The working man. Hey, $10. As a Wings fan, I do not want to see them trade for Kadri. We already have enough old vets who get produce.
I don't get that.
Love him, but no thanks. Dregs, keep Motown out of your
Whoa,
mouth.
the working man coming at you.
Settle down, working man. It's just we're having conversation.
I don't know that Detroit would be top of the list, but I think to Dregs' point, there's probably 20 to 25 teams that you could upgrade a 2C spot on your roster with Nazem Kadri.
I agree.
Go Wings. Love the Wings.
Jeremy, for
Barbagale.
a 99. Rhett, your prediction on Nashville last year was spot on. What's your prediction for Tampa Bay this year?
Ooh. 1-3-2, I believe. I'll check. The
They are
standings.
currently last in, I think, the
The
entire
Atlantic.
Eastern Conference, which, whatever, is kind of cherry picking.
And again,
There.
Vasilevsky 341 and then
That's my
885.
concern is that Vasilevsky is. They're out.
Oh wow, jeez. Oh goodness, Jeremy. I hope you're seated for that.
Book it.
Is that a dog or a horse he's got there? What's the?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
avatar
got,
there.
there was 3 pictures of dogs on my computer.
it's a
when I
horse
woke
in
up
the
today.
water.
Old water horse.
Swimming. Yeah. It's a water donkey. Thanks, Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy. The working man back in. As a New Englander, those Whalers unis were amazing to see. I have a bunch of Hartford Whalers.
Some of the best out
swag.
there, that Hartford stuff.
You could stop
Yeah.
bragging the working man and send some in. We'll put it on our set.
Yeah,
How's that
settle
sound?
down
Braggart.
and send some chowder.
Love Chad.
Likes to
Maybe
try.
I should have that
New
at the
England.
party.
What's that?
No, pain in the ass to make.
Yeah. Do you make a lot of cream soups? I end up staying away from it. Don't want to burn it.
A little gassy.
Oh, I love cream soup. So we're in not just soup.
Soup season.
It's creamy soup season. so,
All right, good to know.
I made a bit of a stew yesterday.
Oh,
Jared. Ron Jeremy is the bean salad of Halloween costumes. Thanks for watching, Jared. Thanks for being a part of the show.
great hair, Jared.
Yeah. Well, he's been here this week anyway. Yeah, he has been here this week.
You miss a day, you miss a lot.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. I would say that going as Ron Jeremy, not the best idea.
What does that look like? A house coat and
I think it's overlooked by a lot of people nowadays.
It is,
They
but
would
I
not even have a clue.
tidy whities and a house coat? What do you
I
think,
had to
Brad?
do the double take when he was here for the Stanley Cup run.
What? I did not know that.
I walked out because we stayed in the hotels then during the
Oy.
and we walked out and there he was standing outside the hotels.
Do you shake his hand or do you do the wave
Wait
and
a
not touch?
minute.
Yeah.
I'm not touching.
And as a human, not a great guy. He's
No.
behind bars.
Yeah,
He's
that's
done
not
some
ideal.
done some unsavory things. So
Hmm.
Riley, I have been waiting for this for so long, quote unquote. The phrase best describes the Flames #Mission McKenna, Blue Jays World Series arrival, and what old divorced women say when first hooking up with my buddy Marty.
Feels like an inside shot on
All
Marty,
right,
Riley.
I've been waiting for this for so long.
Yeah, okay. I see it now.
So
Congrats to Marty.
So in this analogy, is Marty the Dodgers or who the women? Are they the? Not sure how that works.
I'm way too dumb to understand what.
There's 3 parties that are very excited. Marty, Jays
The
fans,
Jays and the old ladies.
Team Tank.
The ladies for sure are.
I don't know if she's too excited. Depends on Marty's performance.
Well, she's divorced
No, she's
and
probably
old.
excited then. Thanks, Riley, for throwing your buddy under the bus on
Yeah,
Barn
look at
Burner.
Marty. Yeah.
13 and 9 and 9.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll see this clip. R&B 279. Trade Uyghur back to Florida. Thoughts? Go Jays.
I'm an idiot. I said trade Uyghur got in trouble for.
Did you again? Oh dear.
Where's he in trouble?
You know what it is though? You have passion, and you don't need to make any apologies.
Don't
for that.
apologize for your passion, right?
If you get into a debate or a conversation, because you don't want to trade Uyghur, of course you don't. But you know what you have in your heart? The best intentions for the Calgary
That's why
Flames.
I should be the mayor.
I thought you were going PM.
I'll work my way up.
You work your way up.
I'm
for
not sure I'm
Baby
concerned
steps.
with Eastern Canada.
Yeah, maybe stop selling them our money.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
keep it to myself.
Not all of Eastern Canada. I mean,
Well, there's
you
good
love
people.
the Maritimers.
There's
You love
some
those
of the
guys.
Things they
Yeah.
do. It's just idiot. Didn't Ford do something stupid? He pissed off Trump. He really showed him. Way to go.
You got to stop watching.
No, it was on the news. I love the news.
I know
Ah,
you
the
do.
news. I prefer the Pinder Report. Just a few more crocodiles.
That's good news too, especially
wings.
when you explained the joke again. That was excellent.
I hadn't
That
even
you
occurred to me until
followed-
I saw it.
You followed
It's because
up-
yesterday we were. Thank you, Ryan. No one explains jokes better than our buddy
I
Ryan.
literally wasn't explaining it. You were watching the hamster run in my brain.
So you're
Not
figuring
quite
it out for yourself. You didn't know what.
Actually, and I'm
Oh.
sorry. I'm that dumb today.
Well, have another temple.
You're preoccupied. It's okay.
It's a big day.
It's a
Not
big
day.
Hey,
Jay.
God, I wish I could join. Wow, do I?
Nope.
You instantly regret.
You think you do?
What
You
about
want-
Chinese
Yeah,
food,
it's a
Jack?
big room.
Is Chinese food okay for a party?
I think so.
All the above, Rhett.
It's so yummy.
Extra MSG.
I like to get some for my tummy.
Okay.
I was over in your neck of the woods.
Were you in my
getting some,
neck of the woods?
getting some of that fried chicken?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
How was it?
I didn't have any. I'm not allowed.
Damn, he's been well
He was
based.
very disciplined.
It looks good. Smells
Yeah.
good. Sauce all over.
He's saving it for tonight. That's what he's doing. He's got the big fiesta tonight.
So are you? So you're having people over, but you haven't decided on the food yet? Is that? Gotcha.
I'm not cooking.
Right.
I've had a little on my plate this week, so I've been a bit distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
A lot of puppy mills.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of that could take up a guy's time.
A lot of time at the SPCA walking dogs,
Yeah.
meeting the young.
Just
Bitches.
interviewing dogs. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
get the right one.
That's right.
Takes a while apparently getting a dog.
Dad, you're a liar.
Well, son, you're not wrong.
You're my kid. I mean, you're right, but watch your mouth. So I guess just a couple things. Jack, how was the show today?
Great show.
Okay. Oh, wrong, but all right. Tonight, after the Flames are playing today, by the way.
Oh, is there an afterburner?
Yeah, the Flames are playing the Jets in Winnipeg. There will be an afterburner.
Can't
tonight.
believe Pinder's going right from GRETA to
Afterburner.
Oh, he'll be
That's
on. Ryan Pike, Kent Wilson
Oh,
will bring you
the ethical tank.
Afterburner, the ethical tank. Yeah, if you've not read Kent's article in the Calgary Herald, we
good one.
recommend you do so. Of course, go to flamesnation.ca and read Pike as well. He's got lots in there. Writers are
Two
writing.
good writers. Ruminating writers tonight.
Do we have a thought? We didn't really get too deep into the hockey game tonight. Now, the Jets played last night, lost 3-0 to Seattle.
the Flames can feel free to show up and win a hockey game, whatever. I don't know that I expect it. I think the Jets are very good and they just lost. So even though it's a back-to-back,
I've liked the efforts more on this homestand. It is a team on a back-to-back, and I agree with Jack that this thing screams under, but who knows?
and I feel like we're 2 losses away from just 100% clarity on what the mission needs to be.
Mission
So I say when you're this close, you just
Like 2 in the next 2 games. you
yeah,
think?
like just stick it out.
Winnipeg Friday,
Right.
Rangers at home on Sunday. Okay, yeah.
Then a road trip.
Let's just get the
4
stamp.
gamer.
You don't want to get close and then get confused, right?
I'll say
Just
this:
stamp it.
if we're going to this game in Nashville next weekend, it would be nice to win that one.
That could be the first. What a celebration!
Yeah, they haven't had a reg win yet. That could
Hey,
be
we're
it.
going to be there cheering them on.
Yeah,
They're going to hear us. They're going to know we're there.
you might even be there.
He'll get a viewing.
I'll be in the vicinity. I might be across the
Yeah, you'll be
street.
in the neighborhood. Yeah,
Yeah, might be
A
across
hotel
the
nearby.
street. Some bologna sandwiches. But
That recession.
so great show, you said.
Great show.
Okay.
Exaggerating.
It is noonish. What does the rest of your day? How do you expect this to play out for you, Jack, today?
Gonna make a decision here.
You've got
How
some
late
choices.
did you stay up playing video games last night? Like, there's how could you be?
Are you a
wore out?
gamer?
I've been getting back to the games. I've been playing the new Battlefield.
This guy needs a girlfriend so badly.
Nah, we're done with that.
What do you mean you're done with it? You're in your 20s.
Is that I Sunk Your Battleship? Is that the one? E7 hit.
Boom. I don't know. I'm gonna finish working and then I'm gonna finish drinking this and then I'll decide. I don't know.
Your delicious
Indecisive.
Delicious temple.
I'm telling you.
Well, you've got an open invitation to Rets. Just
I
know
do.
that
I've
that's
got a lot of options tonight.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Bo? Maybe I'll come hang out with you.
I'm not doing
Oh,
anything.
Yeah, just let me know when you're coming over. I'll be gone.
Yeah, if you could clean up. There's gonna be a big mess probably in the kitchen and stuff.
You and the shoveler can tidy up after it there.
Yeah. He's getting food brought in. You'll want to put that like containers, make sure it gets
Cycling
into the
here,
fridge.
garbage here, compost
That'd
there.
be good. Take care of all that.
Yeah.
Enjoy the baseball, Ryan.
Thank you, fellas. Let's have a great series.
Deep breaths, Ryan. Deep breaths.
Are you going to be doing any Instagram live or anything from? Because I would like some look-ins.
It will be unplanned, but it'll happen.
We'll get
just
some
kinda-
content.
Just kind of take your phone and just hit the live on your Instagram and just let it kind of roll for a little bit. Give us some updates. Maybe
Yeah, every third inning, I think,
After-
probably
yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Third of the way in, 2/3 of the way in.
That'd be
End
great.
result. Even
Yeah.
a little scene setter maybe with the anthems.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I like that idea.
Okay, I can do that.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the 999. Everything looks good early, and then it's like
There's no Garrett. Hey, it could be a top of the world.
Yeah, I was referring to the consumption of beverages.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what we want is a competitive series. Please, baseball gods. Let
I
us
think we
enjoy
get-
playoff baseball.
Yeah. I
Please.
think I do think we get that.
Yeah, like that's what Brewers fans wanted, and they didn't get it. The Dodgers absolutely steamrolled them.
Yeah.
No more of that.
That's what
please.
Yankee fans wanted too. A competitive
At
series.
least there was a bit
They-
of doubt after game.
Not really.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
really.
well, the eternal optimist.
Yeah. Yeah. Not really. That's a bullpen day. Definitely easy to take advantage. What the fuck are we doing? Nice job, guys.
So Schlittler had one good game.
Stand
It wasn't this one.
Well, have fun, Jack. We'll be back on
you.
Monday.
And then we'll be gone on Friday.
Hell yeah.
Start packing, Dean.
Well, the thing is, what time's is the flight?
11.
Is it 11?
Yeah.
Gonna be at the airport at 9.
Well, I'm not
a little
going to be
early,
late.
so we can squeeze in a half
Yeah,
dozen
I'm not-
drinks at the beer cafe there.
Why were you going to say let's go in early? And
He's thinking about
you
it.
want a headbutt?
Well, I was just wondering if
Because usually I hand them out to Pinder, but
I
you're
know.
you're running real.
It's Friday, Dean.
You're
Don't
running
pull the
close
shit on us
here.
today.
you're right.
Talk to you on Monday.
We didn't get our Friday clip. Can we go out with the Friday clip?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
close on that. That's a great idea.
That's what I.
So maybe you hit a Sia buddies. And
I was
it way
wondering
back.
what kind of Friday it was. And
Yeah. We thought it was swine
stay
t-shirts
focused,
and game
Jack.
days.
Stay focused, Jack.
We're all distracted.
Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the baseball. Enjoy the hockey. We got football coming up.
World Series, Mission McKenna,
Weather's pretty
Stampeders,
great.
Cavs playoff game.
Rhett's getting food brought in.
Rhett's swinging at his
streaking.
house.
What a weekend this is going to
Key
be.
party.
How much skinny dipping are we doing in
Oh,
this party?
it's too cold to skin. You can go in the hot tub.
Hot tub. All right. that works
Tub
better.
time. Tub time.
Any frozen turkeys?
Bring your chunks, everybody.
Yeah, you're not going in the hot tub. you got the velvet rope set up.
No.
No, there's no tub for
You
you.
haven't showered.
All right. See you, buddies.
It's not fun Friday, you fucking loser. It's Hot Fun Friday. It's Hot Fun Friday, you fucking losers. It's Hot Fun Friday. It's Hot